Mic test, mic test. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Buddy Bison stream. I hope we're all having a wonderful day today, because I most certainly am, because we are back. We are back with some more trails beyond the horizon. Thank you very much for dropping by, Gearho. You're trailing, son? Indeed we are. It's a doctor on the countryside, reincarnated as... I was a doctor on the countryside, reincarnated as the son of my favorite teen. Oh, yeah? Oshinoko, we're really trying to push that? Is that going to be the subtitle of Oshinoko? Oshinoko, parentheses, all that. How's it going, Sleeper? Okay.
Let's see.
There's a force PG on the bulletin board. Confidential data theft. Oh no, Chief Bassett. Something terrible has happened at our company, and we have to do something about it. Please, can you help us? Meet me at the Riverside Terrace as soon as you can. Okay. Easy enough. So, first and foremost, let's go around and get all the food and talk to everybody. Yeah, because this force PG is extra. But, hey, how's it going, Lodi? Scooters are pretty popular, but I'd like a good bike, too. Feels great to speed along using your own strength. I started running, too, recently, and they've both got that in common. We'll watch it earlier if that was the title. Really? Oshinoko does not draw me in. See, I feel like for a lot of other people, it's the opposite way around. Because, I mean, trying to translate that to English would be like, my beloved idol's kid, right? Or, but it's like, that one's wordy. Someone got me in a run too. She's such a hard worker. She even ran a marathon. Oh, good for her. I've got some things to take care of today, but maybe I'll go run them once I'm done. Ticket clerk. Sorry, but the concert hall isn't open yet. Please come back in tonight. When you do, you'll experience the best music ever. I don't believe you. This concert hall looks like they aren't open yet. Fuck, I should have believed him. Gosh, diggity darn it. How dare they tell the truth at me.
Performing shard search.
Ooh, yes. Fish.
Let's do this thing.
Okay, so we got 3 fish to catch here. Will I catch them all? Maybe, maybe not.
That's it.
We'll figure that out. There we go.
This is a big one.
It's a whopper. It's a carp. Oh, rank A. Hell yeah, I got that right off the bat. Oh, that wasn't even the big catch. That was a separate big catch. But, what's everyone playing today? What's everyone playing right now? I hope everyone's having a good week. And I know that we're halfway through at this point. But,
This is a big
it's a whopper. It's a Skygill. Hell yeah. But I hope everyone's doing good. Hope it's not too much of a pain in the derriere kind of week for everyone. Is there like a better place to catch the thing that I'm looking for? It's not likely. Hello, Susan. Feeling down myself isn't going to fix anything. I've got to find a job. I've been rejected 10 times in a row. Guess I don't have anything to offer. What now? Guess I should at least get something to eat. I haven't been rejected from any offer in a... Well, actually, yeah, it's been... I mean, it's not like I've been applying all that frequently, but I did recently apply for a position at a separate bank to see whether or not I can get more pay at my current one.
Performing shard search.
Which is always a weird mental gymnastic where it's going like, I want more money, but I want to stay here. But I'm not just going to ask for more money, especially because I just recently got promotion, but I feel like they skimped on me. So I'm like, well, if I get an offer for someplace else, that'll put them in a forced position to go, okay, well. Will we or won't we? There we go. 2,000 G tokens. Edward and Miss Sonia. Oh my god! It looks like there are more than 30 kids here. You're right. If we can't meet like this, it's like we're not even dating. That's why you should find someone who's more. No! You're the only one for me, Sonia! I love you! Edward? I think I've been too comfortable with the way things are. But saying that I'm too busy with work to see you is nothing more than an excuse. I'll prove it. That my job and our love can coexist. So please, just bear with me. Trust that we can make this work. Okay, I will. Yeah, Toa gave good advice. Hey, ninja. Yeah, it's cheaper to hire someone new than to pay you. Not in my line of work, unfortunately. Well, I guess fortunately. The job that I hold, which is, I mean, I can say it, it's a credit analyst position in the commercial loan department of my bank, right? It's a very, I don't want to say very specialized, but it's a rather niche career that most people don't even know exists. And finding people is usually the hardest part, right? There have been openings at the bank for similar positions upwards of like
Let's do this
7
thing.
months. So it's it's not just a matter of, oh, they could find a person to replace me cheaper. It's also, well, how long would that take, and how much productivity would they lose during that interim as well. Right when I was about to continue playing this myself, well, I spent all morning with the Aqua in the intermission, so I'd take a recess for the time being. I'm probably not going to catch up to where you are, Ninja, so you're probably, and that's how it is everywhere. So, and, yeah, I'm probably not going to catch up to where you are, let's be real here. Streaming takes a lot more time, because I gotta read things. Chicken avocado, or avocado tacos. Let's bring back that meme.
I'll be waiting for you.
I also do gig a niche job. Like, my thing isn't that niche, right? But it's more a thing that most people don't think about, right? I only found out that this thing existed because my previous managers, one of them retired, came to my college and went, hey, this is a potential career path. And I went, that sounds
Love me
cool.
a sugar rush.
And I got the job.
I'm stuck.
Even though it wasn't even my like first choice. I thought about not even completing the application because I went, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get this job at like this auditing firm because I went to school for accounting. But I went, you know what? Let's hedge my bets and do it just in case. And it was a good thing I did because that auditing firm rejected me. And that was the last time I got rejected from a job. Because it's not like I applied while I was at the current job that I'm at. It's not like I've applied very frequently to anything else. A few years ago, I did apply to another job, and that's what let me get a raise previously. Or a larger raise previously. Sonia, Edward is younger than me, but sometimes he seems mature for his age. I replied without thinking, but if that's what he says, then maybe I should believe him. I can't believe I was making Sonia anxious by being so occupied with my work lately. Looks like I became boring without even realizing it. I may not look it, but I'm the kind of guy who wants to have it all. I'll show her my work and love can coexist. Good for you, man. Okay, so what's going on here, my man? Chief Bassett Hound. Oh, pale man. And while we're at it, no, all we can do is rely on the Spriggan being real. You're Bassett, right? Say your request. Huh? Do you mean you're him? I believe you said the case was extremely important and could not be overlooked. Can't decide whether or not to take your case with just that. Mind giving me the details? Yes, of course. Please, take a seat. This is a matter that requires your absolute discretion. I work as a manager for Edgeworth General Trading Co. And yesterday, every terminal in the company locked up. We weren't able to control a single one. All of them? Are you sure it wasn't due to a human error? Something that could have affected the entire system? Positive, because when our screens locked, a message appeared on all of them. We've stolen all of your company's data. If you don't pay us 1 million Mira, we'll leak everything. Doesn't leave much room for doubt. It does sound like you've been hacked. But Edgeworth General Trading Co. You're one of the capital's biggest corporations. This is a major concern. The barrier to entry actually isn't that high as long as you've been working on a space route. There's not a lot of opposition. Yeah. Yeah, the barrier to entry to... Because the thing is, if you look at most of the applications, or I guess job openings for like a credit analyst position at banks, they almost cast a wide net saying, hey, if you have a degree in like accounting, business, or banking, like 3 pretty large pools of like bachelor's degrees, frankly, like, hey, we'd be willing to take you and train you to do the job. Is what most of them really say. Now, once you go up to like senior, they're expecting some experience in being like an analyst at a bank, which is why senior positions like the ones that I'd be going for are a bit more niche. If I worked as a teller, can I get there? Eventually, yeah. Yeah. Because, I mean, I would imagine most banks have some kind of lateral or upward mobility, like, internal. Hey, thank you very much for the sub, Keeve. 31 months now? Okay, Twitch. Yeah, because you subbed last stream, too. What? That was only 4 days ago. Are you on, like a multi-month, like, thing? And it's just... I don't know. Have you been able to confirm whether or not any actual data has leaked? Yes, unfortunately. I should become a mortgage agent. I mean, they make a good amount of money, but they have to do, like, the salesman stuff. Nope, Twitch just being weird. Okay. Since this morning, our screens have been showing the address of an illicit web auction. We know that as a part of our internal data has indeed been put up for bid. So the culprits made their demands and offered a little demonstration to boot. The bidding's almost over. If this keeps up, I'm finished. My company is finished. You look like you have some doubts. You're not wrong. Before we get into that, let's review the facts. Rosette, Quattro, what are you thinking? Well, based on the details we've been provided, it sounds like the ransomware. An old hacking trick. Old hacking trick. Hacking has been around for 4 years, basically. Like... When were the Crossbell games introduced? Let's be, like, in terms of timeline, it was like 4 or 5 years. Hacking should still be considered relatively a new phenomenon. Sounds like I can just do 4 sales and I have to work the rest of the year. I mean, that does seem nice. I mean, that I have entertained the thought of becoming a real estate agent. And like if you could because in Massachusetts houses are expensive, and I think it's generally 5% of like the sales price is split between the buyer agent and the seller agent, so 2.5. So it's like, okay, 2.5% of like $1 million house, which isn't that crazy, east of 495, which is one of the major highways, right? You're looking at what's 2.5% of a mil? You're looking at a pretty amount for a single sale. I'll be right back. Going to make dinner. Okay. Really, rockets hacking ain't shit. I mean, that's true. Ransomware. Yes, simply put, is a type of virus that demands a ransom. If the ransom isn't paid, then the system won't recover. Information will be leaked, and there will be considerable damage. Need to sell this $15 million house. Yeah. Gotta go down to the Cape. But if the situation comes to light, then companies can lose any trust they've built. It really is quite a malicious hack. So that's what we're dealing with, huh? You can see why they would be distressed. What am I supposed to do? Just calm down, Mr. Bassett. We've heard about this kind of thing at the Guild before. I'll admit, it's quite the troublesome crime. Rumors say that the majority of cases come from viruses attached to orb mail and that sort of thing. Yeah, see, and that's the kind of thing that's been bothering me. This is a crime, even if it is perpetrated on the net. It'd make way more sense for you to have gone to the Guild or the police. But you decided to bring it to us, a clandestine solution. Meaning you've already got an idea about what's really going on, yeah? About that, actually, the virus probably came from, my own computer. I was looking at them orbal titties. Can you explain in more detail? I'm saying it's my fault! I've been gambling on the net recently. Once I tried it out, I was hooked. Don't tell me you're doing it at the office. Only during my breaks! I made sure I didn't go overboard and bet too much. I figured it would be fine if I just had a little fun. But then yesterday I got an orb mail with the subject line that read, "Winner!" I opened it without thinking. And that's when the virus got into your company's systems. Boy, you screwed up big time. No wonder you came to us. But don't worry, when it comes to technical stuff, you can count on our genius division. We're kind of stretching the definition of a 4SPG here. There's just one other thing I'm worried about. According to rumors, this sort of blackmail by ransomware got its start with Almada. With Almada? Yes, one of their fronts had a team that specialized in orbital net crime. They had developed a virus at the time that made them a huge amount of money. it wouldn't be inaccurate to suggest they're the ones behind the rise of ransomware in the Republic. Which may mean this falls under the umbrella of unfinished business. Yep, even if the organization is toast, there's a chance their know-how is still involved. Just leaving it to the police doesn't sit well with me. So, you'll help me? Sure, we'll help you, bud. Alright, we'll take your case. Just so you know, we can't guarantee we'll be able to solve it before your involvement gets out. You get me? It can't be helped. But please, do your best to handle this delicately. You say that, but there's only so much we can do. Will a realtor reject you as a client if your asking price is ridiculous? If you're unreasonable about it, right? Because the deal is, whenever you, like, usually are... When you sell a home, you usually get an appraisal on it. And most appraisals, like a good realtor should be able to get within a decent range of set appraised price, right? You're betting on the realtor having enough experience to be able to accurately price things themselves based on what they see and can expect without getting like a full appraisal done, right? So if you, the seller, are saying, no, I want to go super far above my appraised price to an unrealistic degree, the realtor will probably reject you because the likelihood of you selling super far above your appraised price, especially now that we're several years out of like COVID times, is pretty damn low, right? So why would a realtor want to waste their time, energy, and more time with basically a worthless client, effectively? One who is not serious. Like, they would probably look at a ridiculous asking price as they're not actually serious about selling their home. They're not realistic about selling their home. So this home is not going to sell. Now, some might see a ridiculous asking price and go, okay, well, are you at the very least willing to go down? Right. Which, if they do say they're willing to go down over time, maybe they would stick it out. Because if they get lucky, they get lucky. But it also isn't a good look if you're constantly decreasing the price of the home as it's listed, because then that almost reads as blood in the water, and people are just going, oh, well, I'll wait to see how far down they'll drop it. Because if they've dropped it 3 times before this in the last 3 months, if I wait 2 more months, it'll drop 2 more times. It's not guaranteed, but a pattern's there. Now, you say that, but there's only so much we can do. Yeah, this time it'll be up to Quattro and Rosette. We're dependent on you two. Just leave it to us. I'll do my best to live up to the Arkwright Solutions name. Seeing as this is a new kind of online crime that has yet to be addressed or regulated, I'll do what I can to get the guild to cooperate. We need to try to prevent this from spreading and getting any worse. The OrbitNet's a little outside of our area of expertise, but we'll do what we can to help. Let's hash out a plan. We gotta catch this hacking prick. Hacking prick? And so, Van and his group, led by Rosette and Quattro, began the search for clues that could lead them to the culprits. They discovered that the ransomware in question was so sophisticated, direct tracing of its footprints would be difficult. Instead, Van decided to bid on the company's confidential information on the illicit auction site. The team would then try and see if they could reverse hack the Orbital network page. To begin the operation, speak to the Section Chief Bassett.
Let's start this 4SPG, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it! Okay. After having streamed for almost 25 minutes, let's finally get to the 4SPG. May I know about the location of the shady auction site where the confidential information was put for sale. I'm counting on all of you. Begin the operation. Data link confirmed. Beginning analysis of the illicit site. The pursuit system architecture is evolving nicely. It's a variation of a process I've used before, so it shouldn't take too long. High-level Marduk concierge. As a high-level Marduk concierge, I'll do my very best to provide support. I'm looking forward to working with you. Preparations are complete on our end. Seems the auction's already begun. How can that be? What if someone else wins it? Just calm down. It's not going to be over that quick. We'll win it, make our deposit, and then reverse hack the culprits when they try to withdraw the money, right? The client has already volunteered to cover the expense, but I'd still like to keep the bid as low as possible. We gotta find a way to draw this out as long as we can. It's the time to show what we're made of. Please, I'm counting on you! Edgeworth Journal Trading Coast Confidential Database is up next. It's currently at 45,000 Mira. Rosette, Quatra, how's your progress coming? We have completed the analysis of the financial system. With 5 more minutes, we should be able to put together the surveillance routine. Hey, how's it going? How's it going, Ash? It's going well. Fio and I are in the middle of our final checks. Maybe another 10 minutes. 88,888 Mira. Make a bid. You know how some restaurants that you pick an occasion when you reserve, you ever just put birthday and hope they give you a little something? No, I don't think I've ever done that just off the cuff. It'd be funny, though. Because I'm like, I just think I'm not in the... Mostly in my brain, I'm just not in... My first instinct is never to just, like, go to a lie. Not bad, slowing another guy, hell yeah. Bill and I are in the middle of our final checks. Maybe another 10 minutes. Gotcha. I'll draw this out as long as you need and then win the dang thing in the end. If I can, anyway. Bids must be in increments of 10,000 Mira, 5,000 Mira, or 1,000 Mira. Fuck. Goddamn. I'm doing Devil Survivor right now. Keep track of the bids of other participants and buy the data for as little as possible. There's been a new bid. Bid Weathercock, 46,000 Mira. Bid Damon 33, Damon 3, 50,000, 46, 50,000. One bid after another. Looks like it's still got a momentum. This might be a good opportunity to lose the people sitting back and waiting. At a time like this, we need to show them a reasonable raise. 5,000. They said reasonable. They didn't say big. So that's why I didn't do 10. But he didn't say bitch tier. So I didn't do 1,000. I've been loving it a lot. Hell yeah. One Hosfell of respect. I try to be honest and true to my word. Bid Playboy. 6,000. 60,000. 60 grand. Price is going up bit by bit. It's been going smoothly so far, but there's at least one person hanging in there. He's definitely got some momentum behind him. Playboy, huh? Doesn't seem like he's playing to me. It's still too early to push hard. Let's slow things down a bit. Slow. Bid for SPG, 61,000. Playboy, 65,000. This is exactly the response we're looking for. He's really hanging in there. This Playboy may be a serious problem. But this ain't a contest we can lose. We'll just have to keep pushing. Is this a direct message? Huh? Something up? No. For now, we need to stay focused. Mr. Arkwright, I finished my preparations. I'm ready to. We can go at any time. Roger that. We only got a little bit of time before the bid ends. Time for the last splurge. Small bid now could cost us. Time to go big. 10,000. Gotta go big. 75,000 Mira. Final countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Gulp. Come on, please work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, you've won. You did it! With this, we've stopped the information from leaking. Come on, it's too early to celebrate, don't you think? Winning is just one part of the operation. The real work starts now. Still, for the moment at least, well done, Mr. Arkwright. By the way, it looked like something was worrying you just a moment ago. You got a message from that troublesome account, didn't you? You mean that Playboy person? Yep, right before the last bid. Let me give it another look. Playboy, are you the rumored Spriggan? Wait a second. How do you know who you are? Doesn't look like we were hacked. Is it possible they knew the meaning of a 4SPG? Nah, this guy stopped bidding at the end. He knew he was stopping when he sent that DM. In which case, Van opened the DM window and typed a reply. 4SPG. Same work? Question mark? Playboy. Yes. Be careful of attacks from these addresses. Huh. I wonder if Playboy is like Crow or something. Attached to Playboy's DM was a list of multiple addresses. Just in case, Rosette, put some guards in place against these addresses. They might have some anti-hacking measures in place, too. Can you handle those, Quattro? You got it. I just need to modify a part of my tracing program. It's about time to make the deposit. All you, Bassett. Right. I'll deposit the money right now. Good. Let's start phase 2. With that, they began reverse hacking the culprits. They ran into a cunning, sophisticated trap and even encountered a fierce counterattack. Encounter another trap. The number simply beggars belief. These guys have prepared some serious countermeasures. Band, if this keeps up. Yeah, I know. There's a chance we won't succeed. Only we got some sort of insurance. Playboy, use this. It's a special vaccine bot. Your opponent is a former member of the most infamous hacking group. Stay sharp. Quattro, incorporate this into your intercept system. We'll handle impeding the payment. Rosette, you focus on the reverse hack. Understood. Delete dummy addresses and traps. Perform parallel analysis on block 28,000. Found it. But this is... They're using access points on the expressway and are constantly in motion. Does that mean we can't trace them? They're being exceptionally careful. Like they're used to this sort of thing.
Their group is likely dedicated to crimes on the orbital net. But they cannot be on the move forever. And besides, it would appear we have another weapon in our arsenal.
Let's push it through. After that, the group continued to put pressure on their mobile opponent. Eventually, they managed to force them to the Auber district. The target is currently using the access point in the Auber district. It took a while, but we finally managed to contain them. The trap to hold them in place appears to be working. They won't be going anywhere for a while. Looks like you two really had to pull out all the stops there. Nice work, Quattro. Rosette, thanks to you, we've got the chance we need. Let's head out. Time to take control of the situation directly. Yeah, hacking! Earn 2S, is that? But I did... Is that the max amount of SP? Or did I not? Or did I miss something? Because I did 3 inputs, right? Whatever. Hello, Shannon. You got cool. Thanks. That out of the way fishing hole was nice, but I feel more relaxed in my usual spot. Wait, where's Kyle? Oh, he probably got tuckered out on his bike. I'm sure he'll catch up when he can. Don't you kind of feel bad for him? He should have bought himself a scooter, too. He rides a bike because he likes to. It doesn't really affect you, does it? Come on, let's fish while we wait for him. I'll catch a big one and shock his pants off. Why do you want his pants off, Shannon? Don't worry about it. Like, you know, I bought a scooter, so I decided to try out an out-of-the-way fishing spot for the first time. But I didn't realize Kyle would be riding his bike. I feel bad for making him come all the way. Now I've got my scooter, I can hang out all over the place. I'll be able to go to all sorts of new fishing spots I couldn't get to before. Oh my god, time to go to Crossbow and fish. Like right there.
Bam, y'all, what's up, church?
Hey, Lashgar, how's it going, bud? Meow. I thought you were Nero last time. Sorry, I wasn't all there back then. But, so I made a little faux pas. Meow. I don't know what it's trying to say, but it certainly seems that cat likes you. Huh? Are you that famous Z1 racer? Today, I'm just a guy here for the service. Sorry to talk to you out of the blue. It's okay. Say, mister, can I ask you one thing? The Z1's a big hurdle, and I'm sure things get really hard. So how do you keep going? Well, wanting to make it to the top is definitely a factor. But mostly I'd regret it if I stopped racing now. I don't want to live with that. I'm not sure if that's the answer you're looking for, though. Regret, huh? I'd definitely regret it if I gave up now. Thanks, mister. I've made up my mind. I don't know about what, but I'm glad I was able to help in some way. I think he's that kid from Cray Village. I've seen him at the temple every now and then. If I was able to give him the push he needed to move forward, then I couldn't be happier. Hell yeah, Z1 Racer. I forget his name. Priest Kyra, Maja. Yo, what's up, Vicar? Or Vicar? I'm not sure. Is it Vicar or Vicar? The space program truly spanned the Republic. I don't think there's ever been a current event followed so enthusiastically by the public. The fact that the entire nation is united together and wanting to see what happens is truly momentous. Perhaps that's why we don't hear about as much friction these days, racism included. I'm sure those problems aren't truly gone, but this sure is a welcome change. Focus on space, not the color of people's skin. Oh, you! I thought you'd finally come to attend a service, but you're still operating that questionable business. If you don't shape up, you're gonna feel Arusha's divine punishment. You're so kind to a non-believer like me. I'm so touched I might cry. Which is, I've talked about before, but this is one of, have you done the garden yet? I've done the first bit of the garden, yes. But this is such an interesting, like, it's an interesting world because it's effectively confirmed based on the things that the main characters go through that Adios 100% exists, or existed at the very least. Like, the religion is true. It's not 100% like made up. It's effectively like Ragnard 1-to-1 talked to the goddess. Like, there's 1 degree of separation between Estelle talking to the goddess, effectively. Right? So the idea of being a non-believer in this world is really interesting. Because obviously the normal people haven't experienced all the crazy bullshit that otherwise confirms the god's existence, but still. What do you think of the new version? I personally like it a lot more than Daybreak 2's one. I think I need to go through it a bit more before I can make a claim. I think it'll be nice in the long run not having to do as many like the way that it's presented is a lot quicker, right? Because there aren't nearly as many, but how do I say it? Between the start of one of the levels and the boss, there aren't as many go into this walk around area and do a thing, right? There aren't as many of those because in Daybreak 2, that was literally every single one of them. This one has, hey, just go get a chest, go get some money, do nothing, right? So I think it'll be a lot faster, which I think will make it feel better, especially when you're really just trying to pump out, like, okay, I just want to go and get the last special beat this enemy, like, requirement, right? It's like, oh, I need to beat them in under 40 turns. Well, I don't want to have to go through everything multiple times in case I F up. It would be a lot faster to just skip the extra exploration areas. Similar with getting getting MVP in the garden with everybody, right? It'll be a lot faster, which I think will be, it'll leave a better taste in your mouth by the end because it's not nearly as long. But I didn't mind, like, I want to be clear, I didn't mind CS2s. CS2s? No, Daybreak 2s. I keep fucking that up. There are so many games. Post-game game floors of 2 is a slog to do so. Yes, I mean, the post-game, there are a lot. They really threw quite a few at you. But it was also post-game, so you were kind of beefed up. It was more just an annoyance than anything, which is why when I was doing the post-game, if I remember right, I was just kind of choosing the ones that were the fastest. Right, the ones that didn't require beating the tough enemies, the big enemies, just going, okay, what ones are quick and easy? A non-believer like me, so touched I might cry. Can't you take me seriously? Priest of the Septian Temple, and I've seen you in the Blacklight District. Yeah, I think she sells herbs. You and the priest acquainted? You must all be from Fairy's workplace. An unusual place to meet, though I guess I'm the only one who doesn't belong. We've actually known each other for a while, ever since I ended up in the capital. I relied on the soup kitchen here back then. Even in those days, I know I must have told you over and over to lead an honest, righteous life. But no matter how many years go by, you still show no signs of remorse. You can take a horse to water. Technically, I came to this service to show my gratitude. Oh well, I am a social outcast after all. 2S just grim is better. Anything else? I just thought I had to avenge my family, Annie and the others who died. That was never what I wanted to do. I feel like I finally understand. All thanks to that man who talked to me. Good job. Yeah. I've got plenty of reason to keep racing. My adoring fans, the people back home, and all the people I've inspired. But more than that, I regret it if I stop now, so I'll keep pushing and keep making my own way. Making my way downtown, walking fast, pacing, passion, homebound. And I made you. What's going on, Bradley? Supreme Wax! High-end car wax polishes cars to a shine without leaving nicks in the paint.
Come
Cool.
again.
Excuse me while I just give myself a little bit of... Oh, I got more! Cool! I didn't even realize that I got more connect things.
Gotta treat
There we
myself
go.
every now and
Cool. Boost. Support effect plus 10%. Hell yeah, all the holy beasts have spoken to the goddess. I thought Zeit didn't, because I thought that was an inherited one. Like, I thought he... No, I'm thinking of Rosalia. Which, I don't remember... Like, I'm pretty sure that line is an inherited one, unless Rosalia was old enough to have talked to the goddess. I'm doing a job, or do the job in case it happens. Recognize Zeit Rosalia have all been ready to dues. Argras is dead, but his dues, for obvious reasons, all the holy beasts are waiting for them. The whole game is bare compared to 2, not just the garden. I mean, there are a lot of quality of life changes. I really like the Zoc system. Like, just zocking it up. Just time stops. Always fun in games. Measure the reminder, she said her dog Alphonse has been making things difficult for security personnel. She's going to check on him later when she has time. Maybe I'd better let her in. Untidy room, Judith made it for us, but she asking for help around the house. I feel like I know what she wants, but why is she asking me? In case I'll have to head over to her place before we get started. Also stop by the CVS to pick up some condoms. What? The right bike. Elaine said she wants to buy a normal bike, but she's been at a loss at which ball to buy it. She hoped I could help. I don't know what I can do, but maybe I should stop by. Okay. So we're doing an untidy room in the right bike, because these two are probably the most interesting. Fuck it, let's do an untidy room right now. Van's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they wanted. During the break, Judith summoned Van with a 4SPG. Upon arriving at her 3rd district apartment, he was met with something unexpected. Wow. This is... Wow. This isn't even that bad. Okay, it's worse. Okay. But it's still not that bad. You can see the floor. This must be what they call a dumpster fire. Have you always been a slob? I would say at least everything's in bags, in boxes. It's not... Like, this is a pretty easy cleanup, all things considered. Don't judge me. I called you for help knowing full well it would destroy your mental image of me, okay? Awakening school and is broken as fuck. Oh no, this reinforces it, if anything. Matches my image of you exactly, to the point that this is what I expected you need help with. What's that supposed to mean? And look, this isn't my fault. And the hell am I supposed to do chores? I'm so super busy with my acting career and Grimcat gig. Uh-huh. You know there are plenty of people who can balance their careers with housework just fine, right? That excuse doesn't fly. Rosalia is the one exception. She's not the original Holy Beast charged with the Guardians of Fire Fire. It was past out her century ago. She was at one point in time familiar, just like, okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I also thought Zeit was somewhere like a pack leader that just inherited it, but no, I think he just has a pack around him because he's a cool wolf. And besides, why would you ask a guy to help clean your place? Wouldn't it be easier to ask one of your girlfriends? Normally Nina helps me clean, but what? She's given up on you? No, I just don't want to keep causing her trouble. Plus, Mom and Grammy might be coming over, so I need to hurry and get this place cleaned. Alright, fine, I'll help. Never thought I'd see a famous actress's lifestyle up close and personal. Or that this would be what it looks like. Don't say it like that. Just handle the heavy lifting, okay? And so the two began to clean up Judith's apartment. However, considering Judith's status as a first-rate actress, Van began to dig up all kinds of treasures as they cleaned. This is one of Dominique's albums, right? Wait, isn't this a first edition? I bet collectors would go nuts to get their hands on it. And wasn't that video memory cords of Chloe's theater performance also a first edition? Chloe's theater performance. Chloe? Oh, her mom's Chloe? Because I'm thinking, yeah, because they're not talking about Chloe from Sky, because that's with a K. I found out if you immediately go into a command battle, it won't take like any boost gauge and you get the buff. That seems really useful. Yeah, Awakening is really useful, especially if you're controlling Judith, because Grimcat, unlike Van's temper boost, Grimcat doesn't go away. It doesn't have a time limit. So if you're in it, you're in it. So you don't have to waste a turn getting into it if you're awakened with her, which is really nice. Oh, that? No, it's a sample that was handed out to everyone on the production team. Grammy and Mom got one, so I borrowed it to reference. Huh. You know, finding that stuff just lying around really drills home the fact that you Lays are a family of first-rate performers. Though, I wonder what they would say if they knew you were leaving their stuff in a trash heap. Well, that's why we're cleaning up, isn't it? So that they don't find out. Anyway, I think we're due for a break. Want to check out that memory court since you came all the way here? I can keep going, but I guess if you need to take a quick breather, we could. Alright, let's take a look.
Wait, I would have been happy just being with you. If only I didn't have this accursed family name. Then maybe my life would have been mine to live.
Man, Mom really is good at expressing emotions. Like, just the way she speaks and holds herself relays so much information to the audience. She's got some subtle differences from how you take over a character, or how Nina immerses herself into her roles. That said, after watching this, I think you and your mother have a surprisingly similar presence in your performances. Huh? You think? I mean, I've watched your theater performances for reference, but I've never given it much thought. Yeah, don't get me wrong, though. It's not like I'm saying you don't have your own unique style or anything. And I'm no professional. It just feels like the both of you have tread similar paths to get to where you are. I'm surprised you could read into it that much. Zaka's also cool, though I never use it outside of killing the palm. Okay. Zai is on record for having lived prior to the Great Collapse. That's true for... Okay. It's been a while since I played Azure. Necessarily the only game where they ever talk about him being what he is. I've seen plenty of your films, and I'm around you constantly when you're not acting. So I've got a pretty good idea of how much you change when you want to get into a role. Well, I guess that the way we build our characters is pretty similar. Never really thought about it much, but I guess Mom said stuff like that in the last few years. I'm sure you train in different environments, so maybe it just runs in your blood. That, or you've been unconsciously chasing your performances in some way. Maybe. Either way, the process isn't what's important to me. It doesn't matter whether or not my mom influenced me. I've still found a way of performing that's unique to me, and I'm proud of it. At the very least, I've shown people what it means to perform as Judith Lannister, and that's everything to me. Gotta say, that's pretty cool. Talk a lot of smack, but I really do like your work ethic as an actress. Thanks. Now then, we better get back to work. Right. Yeah, hold up. Isn't this script from a pretty old movie? It's called something like... Oh, that's the script from my debut film! Thank goodness, I haven't been able to find it for ages. Thought I accidentally threw it away or something. You seriously need to take better care of your valuables. I mean, this is like your roots as an actress, isn't it? Yeah, but I'll be honest, it's kind of embarrassing to look back on this performance. It was so crude. I feel bad that they gave such a big role to a total newbie. But it'd be a whole different story if you performed it now. Maybe they will remake the Crossroad games after Sky, so you have a good reason to replay it. Oh, 100%. But in regards to that, if I remember right, there was a recent interview, and apparently there was some internal discussions or argument is probably too strong of a word, but let's just use argument for the sake of continuing the sentence. Apparently there was an internal argument among the Falcom team to be like, after second chapter, do we remake third or do we skip ahead to just do Crossbell to do Zero? Like, do we remake Sky third or do we do remake Zero first? And I'm going, bro, you need to... Why is that a discussion? Why do you guys hate Kevin that much? Why wouldn't you remake third first? You literally have 90% of the game because you've already remade first and second. Why is this even a fucking debate? Yeah, debate's a pretty good one. Good term. But like, why skip? Yeah, why skip it? It's also very important. Like, I would be willing to say one of the most important characters in Zero, oddly enough, is Ren. Right? Her presence in Zero is vitally important to the story. But you only know why she's there with as much, emotional gravitas as it is when you play third. Right? So without third, Zero doesn't hit as hard. Which is why they need to remake it in order. Also, they need to do third and not skip right to 0, because we don't want to give any ground to the people that say it's all right to skip third. Because if the people that make the fucking game skip third to do 0 first, then that's almost reinforcing that very stupid idea. Hey, why not perform some lines? May help you feel better about it. Only that will confuse newer people. That too! That too, man! Alright, I mean, after all that business about my mom's influence and everything, maybe it's time to look back on where I came from. Deep breath.
I don't have the courage to say goodbye. What do you think I should do? What? You want us both to make our dreams come true before we meet again? All right. Then that will be what connects us until that time comes. You really are amazing, aren't you? In that case, when the day comes, I'm sure.
Whoa.
It was only then that I was truly able to find my own dream. I couldn't say goodbye. But that's exactly why I wanted to ensure I could hold my head up high when next we met, so that the two of us could stand side by side again. Our dreams come true.
Judith, you really are one hell of an actress. Text. These are very confusing as fuck, so it's a good idea to keep the reasons as straightforward as possible. Yeah. Like 17 didn't come to exist until 400 years after the Great Collapse. It has been spoken on for quite literally a dozen games. We still don't know what happened, other than force of parents we've seen thus far either play a part in it or a direct result of the collapse. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Because, yeah, the Great Collapse is effectively the Dark Ages. If we're doing relative equivalence to real world. It's like, okay, in the document, the entire point of the Dark Ages is that it was a retrograde of general, like, overall learning intelligence and society, right? Which is why there aren't nearly as much documentation in it as compared to other eras of the world. So it's like, yeah, eventually we're going to learn about the Great Collapse. I'm willing to bet there's going to be like an hour-long lore dump by the Grandmaster when she's just straight up saying, hey, here's the history of the world. Here's the Septarians. Here's the plan. Here's why we're doing the plan. Like, it's just going to be an hour of lore. And it's going to be fantastic. Well, what'd you think? Excellent as expected. You know, I actually saw this movie when it first hit theaters. It's hard to put into words, but your performance just now felt alive in a way it hadn't back then. In a way I've never seen from any other actor or actress. Really? I'm glad to hear that. The character has a lot of dimensionality that I don't really have as a person. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to play her well, especially since I put so much of myself out there these days when I act. Be ready for some fan service. I do wonder if they remake Colosio games. I guess not right away, but maybe a few years after they do Azure. See, I'm willing to bet that... I'm willing to bet that their hope is to probably do one remake a year in addition to other games. The only time I think that they might not do a remake is whenever they release a new Trails game. They might hold off for that year. But I'm willing to bet that it'll be the year right after that we'll get a Cold Steel 1 remake after Azure. Right? Because by the time it gets to that, because let's say there's one remake a year. We're getting Sky 2 this year. So let's assume they're going linearly. Sky 3rd next year, hopefully. 0 the year after. Azure the year after. That's 4 years to get Azure, right? So 5 years, Cold Steel 1. In 5 years, Cold Steel 1 will be... When did Cold Steel 1 originally come out? Like it originally came out, like, what? 20 on the PS3 in like 2014, 2013, right? So it'll be over Like, it'll be old by then. I mean, the gameplay itself, the graphics themselves, already pretty aged even by the time I played it way back when. Like, it just screams PS3, PS Vita game, or where's PSP game? I think it's PS Vita, yeah. So, like, it'll be, even if they don't change much of the combat system, just getting the graphic upgrade. They should go on and remake Sky 3, maybe because it would be easiest to produce when they already have resources and assets for it. They should just go and get Sky 3 remake out of the way. I mean, that's what I've been saying. Assuming the games still get better by the time Oshers remade the games would be quite different. So close, it would be really weird because people not continually say, yeah. Because that is another consequence of basically in my brain, they effectively have to remake up to either Cold Steel 3 or Daybreak 1, right? Because they've basically stated, with the way that they're kind of going with everything, that Daybreak's 1 combat system is like the basest level of combat system that they want going forward, right? They remade Sky First Chapter with Sky's like unique stuff, but on top of Daybreak's thing, right? On top of that skeletal structure with the improvements from Daybreak 2 and Beyond, because Beyond came out in Japan before First Chapter did, right? So, like, you can tell that Daybreak 1 is basically the battle system where they could say, okay, yeah, we're fine with not remaking this one. So it's either CS3, because fidelity-wise, CS3 still looks fine, right? Because it's a PS4 game, so it looks all right. And you could say, this is good-looking enough to go for it, and we would only be remaking it for gameplay purposes, mostly. Or you go, okay, we are remaking everything that is not in this style of gameplay. And once we get back up to that, that's when remakes would stop. Control is $4. Go get it. Control. I forget. Which one's Control? I'm trying to remember that one. Because everything went back to CS1. Holy fuck, it's jank for the lack of better word. Oh, yeah. Anytime I go back and do a speedrun of Cold Steel 2, it's really funny. Because I'm like, this is very different. This is very different. To all the other games that I've played since. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to play it well, especially since I put it up. I don't know how to describe it, but part of what made the performance so effective was how you made the character a little bit more Judith. They have different dimensions compared to your usual roles, but you totally pulled it off. I was surprised. I guess I can handle these kinds of characters with my current skills. Maybe a little differently than before. Just goes to show how your current acting style really brings out the best in you. Alright, break time's over. We're only halfway done, so let's get back to work. Alright, let's split that pile of stuff over there. Roger that. Sorry, but maybe you can take this part. I'll handle the shelf over there.
Huh? What's wrong with... Hold on just 1 minute!
Panty raid! Hey, Mr. Krabs, you want to join us for the panty raid? Did you boys just say panty raid? Yeah, panty raid. The activity where you sneak into a woman's house and raid her underwear drawers. Yeah. Which is one of the wildest episodes conceptually for it to ever been greenlit. Because because like the punchline of the thing is not that what they're doing is wrong, it's that they panty raided Mr. Krabs' mom, who's a granny. Right? That's the punchline of the thing. Which I'm pretty sure is why it's not aired anymore. You spent more on Greek pizza? Yeah, that is true. I can see him stop. But bro, I'm probably gonna buy a Switch 2 in the next couple of days. I need to save every dollar I can. I don't know how much better the games will get by the end. It will be interesting. I'm so curious to see what the last game is going to be like. Because in my brain, the last game will either be structured like Sky Third, where you're going to have basically one massive party, but you're slowly getting everyone, or it's going to be structured more like Reverie, where you're going to have multiple, like they're just going to say, hey, here's the Sky team, the Crossbell team, the two Erebonian teams, the Calvardian team, and the other team that we might get in the future. I don't know if they're gonna have any more separate like new casts, right? And it's gonna be that, because I have to imagine whatever the final plan, the final thing is, it's going to be continent wide. I think that characters that would be in the last game, it's gonna be fucking wild. It's going to be fucking wild, man. And I can damn near guarantee either New Game Plus or post game, they're just gonna open up and say, yeah, you can just play as everyone. You can play as you can play as all the villains, you can play just everyone. Everyone that we gave movesets for. The root system, every time the roots have came together. Oh yeah, every time they do come together, because that just feels right. But it'll be interesting. See, I would almost see. There's two parts to me that I almost want. I almost want the final game to be, ironically, split into two. One half where you have roots, but all the roots are mixed up characters, so it's not the SSS all together, right? It's you got Lloyd and like Elliot and Aaron and fucking Tita, right? You get a person from each group just to explore like more of the weird character interactions, and then in the final game you get all the groups back together for the comfort. Like, did River have like 50-ish characters and that was still missing? Yeah. So I just want to see Ash and Aaron in the same room. Dude, I want to see Ash and Aaron in the same room with Reen and Van in that room. And I feel like it would literally just be Ash and Aaron getting fucking blitzed while effectively catcalling Reen and Van. Just absolutely vicious mockery all the time. Just making fun of them the entire time. It would be very, very funny. Fuck, they're throwing there too. Yeah, throw him in there too. Because he'd be a good in-between, right? Because he'd be throwing the insults, but then he'd be getting insulted back. Because, like, Aaron would be calling them all old and shit like that. It'd be like, bitch, you're the oldest of them. Or something. Is Crow older than Van? I don't know. Regardless, probably not. Doesn't matter. Still funny. I really hope stuff like that happens. Trails is one of the few series where, like, I like it so much I'm willing to explore other genres with it. If they just straight up made like a Smash Brothers-esque fighting game, or even like a Street Fighter 6-esque fighting game, because I was willing to do East versus Trails as well. If they just did a Trails-only fighting game, like they could just do spin-offs of bullshit and just have original stories that don't, like, matter. Right, think Van as well? Yeah, I think so too. Just based on the fact that Van was the one that helped Ren when she was going into Crossbell, which means he was already like old enough to be like driving and doing Spriggan work. And that was that was right before Crossbell, which is during CS1 and 2. All right, I don't play fighting games, but I would play the shit out of it, right? Like, I just want, like, even if they stop making mainline Trails games, right? Because they finish the story, which I think is the right thing to do, right? Stories are important. It's important to a story to have a finish, because if you don't have a finish, it just gets boring over time and it peters out and it's not good. Stories should have an end. However, even once they're ended, right, and you have that definitive ending, that's when you can just have fun with random bullshit, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. right? Give me the freaking tongue-in-cheek shits for giggles fucking romance visual novel. I don't care. I'll take it. Give me a weird-ass puzzle game. I'll take it. Give me a platformer. I'll take it. I don't give a fuck. It's just weird, stupid fun. Give me a PQ-esque freaking dungeon crawler. I don't care. I'll play it. Just have fun with it. No wonder you like Daybreak 2. Yeah, I did, Sleeper. No wonder. I play an eclectic gathering of different kinds of games on this channel. I'll take it. Also, I do agree. We're definitely gonna at least get one more group, I bet, in the East. And to be honest, that's like the last big area. Yes. See, I'm just more curious as to how big that last group will be, because I'm hoping that they do an SSS size group, like a 4-5 person group, right? Because I like Arkride Solutions, but I think if they added another group as large as Arkride Solutions on top of new potential NPCs and all that stuff, I think it might be too much for whatever the last game is. Give me the shittiest filler plot ever. I'm down. Comes to all the time must have been a straight conclusion, though that usually isn't a sound idea in a majority. Yeah, I mean, comics also do a weird thing where, like, at least Western comics, right? Where I don't want to say I don't believe an end ever happens, because they have a finishing, they finish a run of the series, right? Like, oh, this version of Batman is finished, but it's like there's no doubt in my mind that another Batman is just gonna pop up, right? It's not a meaningful end, because it's not the last thing of that thing we're ever going to get, or like, right? It to me, it has a lot less meaning versus like, God, I'm trying to think of one right now. I don't know why my brain went to this, but like any manga series that hits a finish usually is just fucking done, right? Like Full Metal Alchemist, it reached its end and it's just done. Not getting more outside of maybe anime original plots that were, or movies or something, except Boruto. Yeah, I mean, I very much chose specifically not those in that. I was also thinking of like Katekyo Hitman Reborn, and other ones. I also couldn't explain Fairy Tail 100 Year Crowd. Yeah, that one. JJK Modulo. I don't read that one. I'm anime only for JJK, so I just know that exists. But I was about to make the statement, and then I went through all the possibilities in my head. I went, no, that has a sequel. That one's a sequel too. I can't say Dragon Ball because that one has a whole. That one just keeps going. Yeah, like can't say Fairy Tail. Can't say. Oh God, because all the really big name ones, all those like weekly shonens that were on TV, they don't want those to end because those are cash cows. Heard some good things about Boruto post time skip, but it's been regular epoch since I read them. Yeah, was it Blue True Vortex? Huh? What's wrong with Hold on just 1 minute!
You saw them, didn't you? You must have. Don't even try to pretend.
I mean, Judith, he saw your bare tits. Like, what does this matter at this point? I swear I looked away as soon as I realized it was only a glimpse from the corner of my eyes. And besides, what are you thinking of asking a guy to help out when you've got valuables like that stashed out in the open?
I couldn't fit them in the closet and forgot I left them out.
How the fuck could you not fit panties in a closet? Like, female undergarments outside of, like, the bra are, like, the thinnest piece of cloth. Dragon Ball is going to outlive its creator. I mean, it basically already has. Like, Akira Toriyama's... He passed away last year or 2 years ago at this point.
But that doesn't mean you can.
And they're still coming out with new Dragon Ball stuff.
It's Nina. I hope you're doing well. I believe it should be about a month since I last came by to clean.
Not basically, it just has, yeah.
Nina? Wait, is this a time
As I told you before, I can't be here to help today because of my schedule. But please don't panic and do something you'll regret. You have a lot of things in there that other people shouldn't be seeing. I'm a little worried you might bother someone like Van for help. Talk about perfect timing. She's got you pegged to the minute. Guess you're just that predictable. Well, sorry. I should be able to make time next week, so I'll come to help you then, okay? Damn, Judith has read like an open book. I mean, we also know Nina isn't... Like, Nina's pretty smart, because we also know she's high up in, like, the church. So, like, she's... She still has some questions to answer in the greater importance of the story. Passed in 2024. Okay, so it's already been 2 years. That's because that was the year when Persona 3 reviewed. Ah, okay, she's just an actor. That's all. Yeah, that's it. That's it. If you have any other concerns, you can always feel free to talk to me. All right, I'll see you at the show. Go. How about that? Well, you heard the lady. Why don't we call it quits for the day? Right. Good idea. As long as I put away my underwear, this place should mostly be okay. Then I'll handle the rest later. Come on, let's go meet up with the others. Going to meet at a show, huh? Sounds like something's going on. Better keep that in mind. Church members are just Sims for her. Suju decided to get Nina's help concerning her more delicate items, and got her apartment in order so that it would be ready for Dominique and Chloe. Hell yeah. I deepened my friendship with Judith Lanster. Wouldn't her fans love to know that? Okay. So, we'll save the one with Elaine for later. Nope. Let's go over here. And also, I'm going for an hour 12. So, let's take a quick 3-minute break and we'll be right back. And we're back. Loby talked about a fighting game and I got an ad for a fighting game. Wonderful. Good to know that I'm influencing all of your digital media consumption. Okay. Probably thought we got a Daybreak 2. I'm glad that, well, little regression we did help get this game speed out.
Well, well, well! What do we have here if not my favorite Fixer crew? It's a joy to see you, Van and Elaine.
Yo, what's up, Bermotti? Informant and bartender, Bermotti. Hello, Bermotti. It's good to see you too. Did you just open up? Seems kind of empty in here.
No, I opened at noon sharp. Honestly, I've had a bit more foot traffic today than I expected. It's usually a ghost bar whenever there's some big event going on, which this time seems to be that project you and your little crew are investigating.
How do you know we were looking into that? You shouldn't be that surprised. He isn't Ian's top informant for nothing. This guy's a walking, talking gossip magnet, huh? His disposition would not be so unerringly confident unless he had solid grounds for his claim. It's a little wonder why Marduk has noted him as a promising informant. I'm gonna go out on a whim and guess you've had someone telling us since this morning. Oh dear, seems I've been found out. Well, it's whatever. So, on to business. You know the drill. Our info is yours. Or our info for yours. I can offer some of the guild's intelligence as well. Off the books, of course. And so, Van's group exchanged information with Bermotti on the space program. They fished for details on the goings-on of underground entities as they tossed out little scraps they had gathered from Marduk. However, in summary, you've heard nothing about any anti-immigration terrorists. Moreover, there's no sign of activity from gangsters, Jaegers, or criminal organizations, foreign or otherwise. Do I have that right? Afraid so, hon. There are rumors buzzing about a new anti-immigration group, but if they've begun making moves, I haven't heard of it. Despite the frenzy over the space program and the economic boom that attracted seedy elements, they've been awfully quiet of late. At first, I assumed Kincaid was, that the CID was working to ensure nothing came of it. However, I hear they're doing only the bare minimum, yet somehow all is peaceful. Almost too peaceful, in fact, to the point it's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Huh. Not what I was expecting to hear.
It may well be the calm before the storm. Or perhaps an invisible hand is at work behind the scenes.
Those are my thoughts as well. Putting the behavior of the presidential office and the CID to one side, organizations like Marduk and Ouroboros have their own stake in this. It's like they're bracing for something. A something that's hidden before our very eyes. Well, we can be sure of one thing. Whatever it is, it's gotta be connected to the space program. Surely you've got better cards to deal us than that, though, Bermotti. Like maybe some dirt on Project Startaker itself. Or that you've been manipulating info on a certain key figure related to it. Also, their identity would stay a secret. Huh? The woman who aided us during the rewind phenomenon. Right. We only learned her true identity during the big public reveal, but I hadn't realized she was acquainted with Bermotti. Now you mention it, the two of them were together now and then during the student festival, weren't they? Yeah! Her! So, this is one of the only quote-unquote spoilers I had for Trails Beyond the Horizon, back when it was Kai, Farewell Zamira, because one of, like, the main pictures that they'd used in, like, one of the interview magazines or whatever was just straight up Hermes' render with her helmet off, like nothing else was different. I went, oh, okay, so that's what she looks like under there. And that was the only thing I knew. I've worked with her on occasion as part of my guild work. Actually, weren't you the one who introduced me to her, Bermotti? Ah, you remember that little detail. Seems that was a rather careless move in retrospect.
I suppose there's no sense in keeping up the pretense. This young lady has been a client of mine for a long time now.
Perfect timing.
Been a while, hasn't it?
It's that woman I've seen all over the net. Well, if it ain't the lady of the hour, Major Amelia Herring of the Calvert Aerospace Force herself. Nice to meet the real you.
Hey, come on. Stow the sass, will you?
Then, into space! Astronaut candidate for Project Startaker, Major Amelia Herring!
But it is good to meet face to face, Arkwright. Same goes for Miss Eau Claire and the rest of your crew.
God, she's hot. I do love her pilot jacket quite a bit. It's good. It's a good jacket.
Bermati said I might find you here around this time. Guess he was right on the mark as always.
Wait, so he knew the exact time we'd be here? How? Okay, we get it. Your info network is bonkers good. We're all very impressed. Also, ain't it fucking summer? Shush. Shush, it's cool. Shush. It's cool. it's a very well made jacket. It's made by Fantasy NASA. Surely it has good. It's breathable. I promise this wasn't meant as a ploy to flaunt my skills as an informant. I was only trying to help arrange a little get-together, as I'd heard you hadn't seen each other since the announcement. Sure.
Yeah, I also felt bad about slamming the brakes on my delivery business. Especially since you were all some of my best customers. Sorry for not giving you a heads up.
No, we're all good. Water under the bridge. Crazy to think that history's first astronaut was working part-time as a delivery woman in White Rapport. It says there's summer wear. No, summer wear, short sleeve. I do agree she's hot. It's more that she's wearing a freaking bomber jacket, which are pretty warm. Okay, yeah. Guessing all that talk about you retiring because of an injury was just a cover story?
No, I really was injured, but I was able to make a full recovery. I got the call to join the project almost 3 years ago, right after the war with the Empire ended. The invitation came straight from Papa, General Haring, at the request of the then soon-to-be president of Calvard.
I feel like it's a very Japanese thing to use Papa and Mama, which is weird, because I know like, very small children in the U.S. will sometimes say it, but I think me and my brother, from the time we were really small children all the way to now, it's just mom and dad. Those were it was never mom, it was never mama or mommy or anything like that. It was always mom, dad. Although when I wanted to be a little shit, I would call my dad Pops. Oh, Pops. Although now if I want to be friendly with him, I'll call him you. Hey, how's it going, you old bastard? Invitation gave then soon to be president. Oh, okay.
He wasn't entirely sold on the idea at first, but I said yes in a heartbeat. No way was I gonna pass up the chance to be the first person to soar above the skies and into outer space.
Going to space. Good character design, yeah.
Still, because of my military achievements from the first day of the war, I decided to resign with a promotion in rank.
I did so much in that one day of war.
After a year of hellish training, I grabbed myself one of the newly released Orbital bikes and started up a delivery service. A while later, it was Dingo who introduced me to Arkwright here.
Dingo! Rip! Much in America who use Pop or Mama usually have Eastern Sense rip. Yeah. Like, it's a weird thing where, like, if I saw a young kid using it, I wouldn't go, oh, that's weird. Because I know, right? It, like, them using it is because people in English used it. But, you know, I don't even, like, I would say, yeah, in America, it's a lot more rare. I have to think maybe across the pond, like, Mama, Papa, Mother, excuse me, Mama, Papa, could I have some beans on toast? Right? Maybe it's a little bit more regular over there. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Well, I've seen some buck wild resumes, but yours takes the cake. But why a part-time delivery driver of all things?
Oh, I never thought of my delivery business as just a part-time gig. To me, both that and my piloting work are part of my career. As for why I became a courier, I figured it'd help me become a better pilot and astronaut. That's all.
Really? How? Wait, seriously?
I suppose riding a normal bike does require split-second decision-making and a high tolerance for acceleration.
But like, it's not that. It's not as much as in any jet. Right? Like, the amount of G's you get on a bike are not even near the speeds. You know, this carried for 2 games. This is the first time we've seen her face. Yeah, and that's the crazy part. That's the great part. Imagine if they kept C's identity. C number 2's identity hidden for a full game, and not a chapter, right? Like, boy, that would have been wild.
Having to steer with a near-perfect accuracy at top speeds is not a skill one acquires overnight.
Yeah, and that's why I chose that path. Although I have considered joining Z1 instead. Figured it'd be fun to bust up that boys' club. But I knew it'd be bad news if I accidentally got famous.
Wish I would, because I totally would have busted up that thing.
Besides, riding the highways and making deliveries within a second, all the while not causing any wrecks, gives me one hell of a rush.
Doesn't that just mean that she... That's kind of her admitting that she's just flaunting traffic laws. Like...
It's why I think of it as my calling in life. Even more so than being a pilot.
I see. How fascinating. I'm surprised you thought about being a Z1 racer, considering your competitive streak. Shame you didn't go for it. You could have eaten their 2-bit chump of a top racer for breakfast. I can easily imagine that, especially with how expertly she maneuvered that gunship. Admittedly, I do have mixed feelings about having unknowingly worked with a member of the military, but I'll put them aside for now. Incidentally, I suppose I'm a little late in realizing this, but you're older than most of us here, aren't you, Major Amelia?
Please, just call me Hermes like you're used to.
Hermes.
And I'm 28.
Yo!
So that would make me, what, 3 years older than you?
Yo! Hell yeah! 28! 1 year younger than me! Hell yeah! That's what we like to see! The Nerves didn't have his no money and keeping a mask with a voice changer working is expensive, especially to get it notified every 5 seconds. That's true. But like, imagine the reveal. They went the full game and they didn't reveal it, right? And like they only had like a hint there or something, right? Like it would have been wild.
I guess that goes for you too. Huh, Arkwright?
I mean, you're not wrong, but it's funny how friendly you're acting after pulling one over on us. You really ain't gonna let us draw a line in the sand, are ya?
Nope. That's just not my style. Plus, I can't very well go losing my best customers, now can I? Once this project is over and done with, I'll be starting up my delivery service again.
What's RBF? Or is that T? To be fair, I think most people would have figured out quick via his attacks and personality. I probably wouldn't have figured out via his attacks. I mean, I feel like a full game's worth people probably would have been able to figure it out. I don't think they could have, like, let's say they tried to keep it throughout the entirety of Reverie and go into whatever future game and reveal it then. I don't think it would have worked. I do think they could have kept it on longer in Reverie, but that's just me. There's a little point keeping the second stage very long. Many people were able to figure it out very quickly. Animators and writers knew this, so they just got over and done with it once served forever. I feel like it could have been held a little bit longer. It also didn't help that after the game released, they were like completely fine with releasing like anniversary merch and shit with just him unmasked on it, wide open, right out there, wide open. Which I'm pretty sure I saw that, and which spoiled me on that, which was annoying. But that's beside the point.
I'd like it if we could still do business then. Just thought I'd let you know that.
Yo. Fine then. Done a lot for us, so I'll be looking forward to your grand reopening, Hermes. That's why I need you to watch yourself out there. Not sure this project would go like they said it would during the announcement. 3 people in our cast. can use court fencing, and we had 2 of them. The fighter was the prime suspect by process of elimination. And I don't look at a person's combat style and go, oh, that's court fencing. I go, oh, look, it's anime fighting. You just, I mean, we just agree to disagree then. Yeah. I just, you know what? I want a future game where everyone is assuming a secret identity. I want a cast of only masked characters, with one of them being Lapis, and it's really obvious. So, Hitman? Yeah,
Your
sure.
nose is as sharp as ever, Arkwright.
Oh? Oh?
You know, you may be a few years younger, but you're totally my type. How about we make this relationship a bit more intimate?
Yes! Yes! Let's go, Van! I know Elaine's right there, and I shipped that, but let's go! Let's go! What? Oh la la! Adventurous with a mission where you're a crow and the target is Osborne. Yeah. And if you use a sniper, you automatically lose. What the hell, lady? The helmet comes off and suddenly you're Miss Grabby Hands? How's it feel being the goss's favorite, you bastard? Anything to say for yourself, Van? What? Why me? And here's a familiar sight, though I do get the feeling she's not being entirely forthcoming with us. Yes, we can hardly accuse her of being deceptive. It's only natural that there are matters she's not at liberty to disclose. Indeed. Moreover, her desire to see Mr. Arkwright and the rest of us did appear to be genuine. Come on! Tap that, Van! Why are you trying to shut that down? After wrapping up the conversation, Major Amelia, also known as Hermes, took a seat at the bar to unwind a bit. Van's group opted to rest for a little while longer before eventually resuming their investigation. Just saying. Just saying. Hasn't been that long, but still good to see Arkwright Solutions. I wish I could be spending tonight relaxing and drinking Burmese cocktails. Seems like you're as busy as ever. You leaving the capital tonight? Yeah, it's back to the space base for me. Lots to do. And there's everything going on tomorrow, too, so I'd better turn in early and make sure I'm ready to go in the morning. You're on the path of grace, or just make a hair mark. Do it! 100% do it! Don't bitch out like Reen! Don't bitch out like Reen was forced to do! Be greedy! Take it all! Van's earned it. He deserves it. He suffered enough. He was literally adopted out of an orphanage into slavery. He's suffered enough. Just give him some. Hermes Unbound. Only an anime protagonist could resist that play. Mere mortals would have been at her beck and call. Oh, dude. Immediately folded. Immediately folded, man. I could not tell you how fast I would fold in that situation. I would fold so fast I would fucking bumble that. I would just go blah. I'd fumble it so bad. Tomorrow, you say? The day of the lunch is later than that. Well, if you ever find yourself with some free time, let me buy you a drink. Want to hear about your space travel someday, too? Of course, you can look forward to it. To be fair, if Reen did it, the girl's mad. To be fair, if Reen did it, if the girls get mad, they'll make Orboros like a group of rookie Jaegers. Yeah, but I mean, like, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But Van deserves it.
Hello, sweetheart.
You know what? If Lloyd wants to party with both Ellie and Rishia, he can. I won't say no. What's going on here? Crying. I can't think of anything. I can't do this anymore, Cronin. Miss Kokona, you're covered in tears and snot. Oh, how heartbreaking. I'm afraid you're the only one who can draw Bravely Legends. You won a manga award in the spring and recently got your first movie adaptation. This is a period of uproarious popularity. But it's already been a month since you went on hiatus. You've got to persist for your fans. But. I added all those characters and settings without thinking. Now it's impossible to have the final battle against evil. Stupid Cronin, take some responsibility. Huh? What am I supposed to do about it? I have to wonder if Kokona is somewhat of a stand-in for the scenario writers. Like, you just stop the rubber man. You don't need to be the next reason for the end of it. I mean, but come on, man. Ellie and Rashia, I'm sure those two would get along fine, right? Like, they're both relatively mild-mannered and can probably get along, especially with Lloyd in the middle. Like, I'll give it to Lloyd. I think he could handle 2. He couldn't handle 3. I think that's the thing. Van might be able to handle 3. I think Van can handle 3, depending on the 3. Lloyd, I think, only has 2 in him. He is 100% right to state it. Yeah. I got so excited when you started talking about you starting the final arc, Miss Kokona. I just want to end it and write something easy, you know? Like, ease. Have you no ambition, Miss Kokona? To think that even a great popular creator such as her would struggle this much. We even hired a new assistant, but it seems it was for nothing. What am I saying? I'm her editor. It's my duty to get her through this. I'll stay up all night brainstorming if I have to. She is a Falcon. She is all a Falcon after the last game this year. Yeah. Just stop, you demon! Meathead, you're the worst! My apologies, Mr. Kokona. This isn't good. She's at her limit. I need to do something. But what? Love it.
Order whatever you
Carmine Fizz. A luxurious mixed nuts. Okay, quick, everyone. What's your favorite kind of nut? I like cashews. Cashews top, easy. Followed by peanuts. Then, if in baked good, walnuts, really fucking tasty.
See you later.
Bye. Don't talk to me like that.
I'm stuffed.
Here we go. Cool. Get me them gourmet points because that's the most important part. Jeez, there's 30 levels? Was there 30 in the last game as well, or am I crazy? Wasn't it like 10 in the first game, 20 in the second, and 30 in this one? Or am I going crazy? Was there always 30? Was there 30 in 2? I don't remember. Why do we add 200 MCs? That's not to me, and that's only the main group and not all the others outside of the groups. And now we're up to Enforcer number 47. How am I supposed to keep track of all these Enforcers? Of all these Enforcers, half of them are bad. Of the remaining half, half of those have turned into morally gray demi-heroes, and then the other ones are part of the main group. What am I supposed to do? And Anton has Sharon, and we have to get to his arc. Time to rest up before I head back to base. Hopefully we can enjoy some of Brahmai's cocktails together someday soon. Sayla and Natalie. Wait, I feel like I know you two. Heard about how you got swapped out from that event at the last minute. Oh yeah. She's one of the idols. I've worked with the girls from the other unit before, and there's no two ways about it. They're formidable rivals. I can't believe I'm hearing this from you, Natalie. Just who are those two? The office handpicked them from aspiring artists and have been training them since. They're about as elite as it gets. I mean, I heard that Rachel graduated from a music school in Arasia and at the top of her class. And Yulia won tons of awards at ballet competitions in Remiferia. Such incredible talent. Us indie artists can't even compare. Still, I can't believe they're taking the trouble to set up an idol group. Yeah, no kidding. Especially considering how they've always looked down on idols. If anything, it was with you who made us so popular in the first place. I definitely understand your frustration, since I used to be a part of Cupid with you. So I'll help you as much as I can. Just don't give up, alright? Come to think of it, I haven't seen Lulua. Is something going on with her? I was kind of hoping you'd help me find her. She said she wanted to be alone when she left the Lever district. But I'm not sure where she went. I'm worried about her being by herself. So, Vermai, do you know why Van is just going back and forth talking about last game characters from 40 Enforcers? He does that. Just ignore it. He'll go back to normal in a bit. just let. Hey, Hey, Vermai, do you know why he's just standing still and talking about mortgages? Don't worry about that. He'll pick up the controller in 10 minutes. It must have come as quite a shock. All right, let's look together for her. We can't leave her alone in such a state. Gotta be careful. A lonely idol is dangerous. She might do something she might regret. Okay, they went to the Obel district for the side quest. So let's come to the side quest. Huh? What's that? Sounds like propellers? Oh god!
Apologies for the wait. Here's your delivery.
They already have fucking Amazon Air! Latest model of small-scale drone. And it appears to have been designed for deliveries. Yes, but I haven't heard anything about drone deliveries being implemented by any companies here in the Republic. Unmanned drones! Did you order something recently, Van? Nah, got no idea what this is about. Oh, getting a call. Who's this from? Sup, my name's Reens, and I'm technically a member of ZCF and Liberal. Glad I found you guys. I got something to talk with you about. This voice matches that of the drones. Yeah, seems like it. So it's safe to say you're the one controlling this thing then? What's this all about? As a matter of fact, I'm handling a request from Hermes, the delivery lady. Did you guys know she's stopping her delivery service for a while? Yes, although we only just heard about it. Well, that timing works out pretty nice. So yeah, basically she asked me to help out her clients while she's off. And instead of my bike, I'm making deliveries with the latest model of ZCF drones. Gotcha. Well, if you're subbing in for Hermes, that's a welcome thing to hear. Top of that, it's clear you're no simple entrepreneur. Pretty damn suspicious if you ask me. Seriously. The cherry on top is that the guy isn't even trying to hide how shady he is. That's just how things are in the real world, kiddos. Anyway, if you ever need anything, just give me a call and I'll get to you anywhere here in Edith. For the time being, let me present you with this as a token of our new friendship. And accept the package from the delivery drone. Tiara Bomb. Nice. I won't lie, I did not know that's how you say her name until this part of the game. I always call her Hermes. Hermes, or whatever. Because Hermes is the way that they usually pronounce Hermes in Japanese, which is why I'm surprised that they're keeping that pronunciation here. Right, and I only know that that's how they pronounce Hermes like that because of JoJo's Part 6. Is Hermes the astronaut lady? Yeah, she is. She's hot. She's hot, hot, hot. Now that I see how now I see how this all works. I admit it does seem like it could be useful. You also may be interested to hear that our drone delivery shop has some exclusive products you can't find anywhere else, which actually raise the value of why to use it. So by all means, give us a call and order your heart's content. Hell of a sales pitch, bud. Still can't say I entirely trust you. If you're filling in for Hermes, then yeah, I'll probably put your little drone there to good use before long. Specific locations, you can press L2R1 to access the drone shop. Change selection can be updated. This can only be done limited times per session. The option to do so refreshes the story progresses. G tokens can be also used to surpass this limit.
Can you believe it?
We're gonna go to space! Attack 2, Sun Visor, Red Star V headphones, and a pizza. Sure, we'll buy that. We'll buy that. And you know what? F it. We got money. And here are all the generic ones that we can buy, which is nice. I think I needed healthy liquor.
Treasures like these are hard to come by, you know.
Treasures? What's treasure? Wait, no. Wait. How do I cook? How do I cook again? I forget how to cook. Is it from that cook menu? Is it from the gourmet menu? How do I cook? Oh, yeah, there it is. Home cooker. Too many menus and menus. Just do other things. Okay. Healthy liquor for that, and yeah.
If I have to, that's some bachelor cooking.
I won't lie, you can get some good stuff from this drone thing. Okay. I always knew she was an ass. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So on this.
I'll give it a try. I put my heart into it.
Okay. Cooking. 15.
That was very well made.
Whew, I'm
Good.
stuffed.
And also, I just got
Modifying your ordinance,
this.
are you?
So, if I'm remembering right, what I wanted more was you'd more fire, more wind. I guess a start to have a little bit more fire. It's not gonna change anything at all, but it's fine. And then we will do attack
New
1.
sharp skill added.
I guess I'll give you freeze. Ooh, yeah.
New
Yeah, because
sharp
he already has
skill
Fatal Lance.
added.
Wait, when did I? No, I purposely got Fatal Lance. Okay, yeah. Because Fatal Lance is just really good. I like having Fatal Lance on him. I always do, because he's almost always in the party, so it makes it a lot easier to combo off of him. Okay. Oh, bad. This
Let's do this.
Boom, boom, boom. It's been a minute since we dropped by the Arbor District. Last time was maybe a month ago or so. I believe so. We shared a lot of fun at the Aramis Academy Festival, didn't we? Seems as though they're closed now that finals are over. Hardly see any students around at all. Well, it's not like we get many 4 SPGs out here. But it's better than Lever, at least. Worth taking a quick peek around and swinging by the cathedral. I suppose I can see why you might question the need to frequent this district. On a separate note, we'll need to find some place to park before we can inspect the bulletin board. You need so much Sepith in this game to buy. There's a lot of stuff to buy. You heard the man, Aaron? Let's pull into the school parking lot just up ahead. Oh, that reminds me. Anya's is at Aramis right now, isn't she? Perhaps we ought to stop by and say hello while we're here. Ah, yeah. Guess we could do that if we got the time. In that case, why don't we grab some stuff from the patisserie, the P place for the student council members. With how stressed they sound earlier, I'm sure they'd be happy to have some pick-me-up sweet treats. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to buy a little extra just in case. I can hear my wallet crying. Oh well, sharing the love of Andalusia with the world is a cause worth breaking the piggy bank over. Almost like 50 hours and I still only have 3 characters fully open. Yeah. There's a reason why. Like, they would either need to, like, if they did not have the Grim Garden, they would need to drastically increase how much Sepith everything drops. Which is probably one of the main reasons to even have Grim Garden as, like, a thing. Gonna buy the whole stock of the summer exclusive 3 citrus yogurt mousse dessert. Let's do this! Shortly thereafter, they reached out to Aramis Academy and received permission to enter the school grounds due to their help during the festival. Tried something with Warheads coding for the first time, and it's not sour, it's just painful. Yeah. Never cared for Warheads. After parking Van's pickup truck in the school's parking lot, they head for the patisserie nearby. Vroom. It's so weird to look at a parking spot that is just a square instead of being lines. It's like just an arbitrary square. It's like, what if you have a vehicle bigger than that square? Hell yeah! We got the second summer limited edition tart, the no-bake mango cheesecake. This Bu's the creme de la creme of all desserts. I've got to have me a slice now. Dear Adios, please shut this man up for me. Thanks. And you do remember who we bought these for, yes? Be that as it may, seems like Anya's and the others are fairly busy right now. Now may not be the best time to bring this over. I concur. It would be best to wait a little while longer so as not to disturb them. In the meantime, the ice packs they provided should keep the dessert sufficiently cool. Not me reading Warheads coding and thinking of missiles and stuff, not the candy. See that you met Reens again. I wonder who he's spying on now. Yeah, because wasn't Reens the not reporter in Crossbell, the one that was working under Richard, right? That was him. They're sufficiently cool. Why don't we put this to good use by checking the bulletin board and stopping by the cathedral?
A fine idea. We can return once our business in the district is settled.
Sounds good. Not picking up much of a scent, but it does seem like there's some 4 SPGs waiting for us. We gotta check out that so-called hacker gang, too, on top of all those. Visiting Aramis Sky will trigger an event that will partially update the Opera District. Circling back a bit, though, that was one odd-ass Colin made of me.
Incidentally, Van, I've been getting a real kick out of your Bon Bon Appetit blog.
You read my sweets reviews? Well, damn. Means the world, honestly.
Yes, well, that brings me to my next point. I'd like it if you could post more frequently in the name of making the confectionery world just a little bit wider. My hopes are high for whatever comments you and your friends have to share.
Yeah, it's not for Agent Richard, but yeah. Couldn't call myself much of a man if I turned down a heartfelt request like that. Sugary awards he promised ain't got a thing to do with it. No, sir. Received a 3 citrus yogurt mousse from Holland to feature in a blog story. Upload confectionery reviews to Van's blog by selecting premium sweets from the gourmet tab in the notebook. Okay. Add a review and upload to the blog.
I'll put it on the blog.
Sure, go right ahead.
Oh, you get money for it. Lavender jelly, a Seat specialty jelly suffused with a flowery lavender fragrance. This dessert has a lavender scent that spreads around your mouth in this soft, floaty way. It's hard to describe, but very jiggly and fun to eat.
All right, I'll put it on the blog. Hope it goes
Never
over
the fun
well.
by eating every single premium sweet to upload the blog. Parfait de Royale, a Quincy parlor specialty parfait made with a lavish, high-quality chocolate. A quintessential Quincy product that's an indulgent treat is filled with high-quality chocolate. The robust flavor and fragrance speak to the care they put into the ingredients. Fig cannelle.
All right, I'll put it on the blog.
If you would be so kind.
A popular cannelle from Gâteau de Dune, made with only the juiciest of figs. I'm pretty sure outside of Fig Newtons, the first time I had a fig was like when I was like 26 years old, like after I bought this condo and I went to like my neighbor's like as like a housewarming thing. These cannelles have an elegant taste heightened by the deep flavor and elasticity of the figs, making for a striking gustatory experience that I wager won't soon be forgotten. Correction, got y'all 191 foods for accessory like a true Trails fan, of course. Edel Mefier.
All right, I'll put it on the blog.
Thank you, Van.
A popular dessert from La Provencher with a craveable yet sophisticated sweetness. This classy cake has a lemon cream that accents its sweet strawberries. Though I've eaten them with friends for ages, there's still a trip down memory lane that never gets old. Peach tartatin!
All right, I'll put it on the blog.
I'll leave it to you.
Mamar's specialty tarte tatin made with in-season peaches. Damn right you're giving it a fucking 5-star. God damn.
This tour de force fully utilizes the fresh, mild sweetness specific to peaches. Great care was taken to retain their flavor, as shown by the deep caramelization and browning.
Fuck yeah. There's a little gnat. There's always a little gnat. Got him. You can see him on my pinky. The little black spot on my pinky. I killed him. He just fell off my pinky a little bit, I think. Yeah, there it is. Let me just make sure his demise is done. Yeah, there you go, you little fucking gnat. Get out of my home. You insect. You fucking insect. Get out of my house. Just want hearing how one of these reviews go. It's shit, man. -5 stars. I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, it's a thing in Japan on like review sites to never do anything below 3 stars, and if you're negatively reviewing it, to put it as passive-aggressively positive, because due to the way that Japanese laws work, where it's like the honor, it's like the honor laws or whatever, where even if something is 100% true or just your opinion, you saying it like you putting someone else or someone else's product in a bad light, even if like it's just your thoughts on it, right? Like, oh, I don't like this, I think it tastes bad, right? Could be viewed as attacking their honor, and therefore you could be sued for it. So to get around that, negative reviews will be like 3 stars, and it with some passive aggressively positive comment. If I remember right. Apparently they've recently started selling cakes for dogs at Andalusia, although they're apparently only doing a test run at the moment. Would you like to try one, Apollo? Woof woof. Cakes for dogs, huh? Damn, Holland thinks of everything. So pets will be able to share in the joys of sweet treats too now, huh? Yeah, we put in prison the day, I guess you're bad. I mean, just don't post reviews online. That's really it.
No need to be shy.
Hot milk tea? I remember trying milk tea when I was in Japan. Didn't have it hot, had it cold, but it was one of the vending machine drinks that I had. I tried several different teas when I was in Japan and found out that I just don't like tea.
Love me a sugar rush.
The closest I get to liking tea is a brisk iced tea. Like the brand name Brisk, which is American iced tea, which is sugary as hell. Lisa. 3 Stitches yogurt mousse and no bag mango cheesecake. Seems Holland's out to capture our hearts this summer as well, and I've no doubt he'll do just that. Seems the end of spring was my diet's 11th hour. Spring, fall, winter, doesn't matter the season. In the end, Holland always gets you. I know the feeling. Don't beat yourself up about it, okay? Don't worry, I am not. I mean, unless they make bad macaroni, then we'll have a problem. Dude, macaroni, so fucking good. Mac and cheese, delicious. There's a place near me that I go to, and they do a pretty damn good mac and cheese. But they have like buffalo mac and cheese, like buffalo chicken mac and cheese. And I don't like buffalo chicken. So I usually go, hey, like, how much of a trouble is it to swap this out with, like, just instead of buffalo sauce, use barbecue sauce? Because I'm like, I do like fucking barbecue chicken and mac and cheese. I fuck around with that. And they do it. And it's great. So good. Hello there, Alfred. Welcome to Edith Cathedral. Would you all like to pray for the success of the space program? We receive a number of visitors who have expressed interest in doing so recently. Let us know if you're interested as well. Black car across the street. I have a place near me called Mac Shack, and its whole thing is mac and cheese, and it's good. Ooh, that sounds great. Excuse me while I just dox the asshole right now. Hacking the Mac Shack. Hacking like what's his face from fucking Cloud with a Chance of Meatballs, just fingers just going. Observe the black car facing the road. Black land carrier, huh? Don't see those around too often. Think that's them? Rosette, can you look into it? Yes, there's no mistake. They've attempted to obfuscate it, but their OrbitalNet protocol, their OP address, instead of IP, matches the culprit. I can verify it too. Seems they still haven't noticed us. Then it's finally time for them to pay the piper. That's one way to put it. It'll definitely be a pain if we let them get away. We'll use the car to block them in. Elaine, are you ready to move? Yes, I've already arranged for the vehicles. We're ready at any time.
Then let's begin the arrest.
There's a few other things like pies, which are also very good. Plus, almost all their stuff is named after bands. Ooh, that's cool. Hey, are you still any trouble?
Shut it! These guys know what they're doing! They laid out branches across every access point across the expressway. Just who are these guys?
Knock, knock. Hey, you guys got a minute?
Don't tell me yes! Watch out, we're surrounded!
Are you freaking kidding me? How'd they find us? Damn it, I'm not getting caught like this. Fuck the sidewalk. They really should have parked closer. They really should have just, like, bumper to bumper. Oh, wait. Did our endgame come up a little short? Guess it can't be helped. Ah. Thanks, Reens. Caltrops. The only bad thing is that there's only 2 places in America. That's how I feel about my favorite chicken place. Grr! What's going on here? We managed to capture them. It appears they really were the criminals operating on the orbital net for Armada. Yes, we'd captured them before, but since they didn't have any real charges against them, they were released after 6 months. Any real charges against them in 6 months? When you're able to hold them for 6 months with no real charges? Who would have thought they'd start spreading ransomware again once the heat died down? It appears they've even rebuilt their old hacking system. With such high specs and cunning design, I expect Melchior was behind it. That explains all the twisted stuff they were doing. But now that all their exploitation's going to be put to rest.
How can I ever repay you? Thank you, all of you. Our computer should be back to normal now, right? And none of our data got leaked, right?
Yes, we were able to recover the restoration key from the culprit's computer. We can use it as soon as you like. Well, it was more trouble than expected, but all's well that ends well, right? About that. There's one other thing I have to confirm first. Cooperative mystery account that kept getting in the way. That was you, wasn't it, Playboy? Oh, Playboy's Reens! Oh, you notice? Guess that nose of yours is worth its reputation after all, Spriggan. He certainly looks like a Playboy. A drone would make you... Please, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Reens, and ostensibly I run a gem shop. I'm more or less a contract employee of RNA Securities. As you'd expect, my help was enlisted by Edgeworth General Trading Co.'s upper management. RNA Securities? They specialize in cybercrimes, don't they? Yes, that's what puts them on the map. Their headquarters are based in Liberal.
Upper management? Wait a second.
I never expected that Spriggan and I would try the same approach. But everything worked out in the end, so let's just leave it at that. Wow, Van can't even try to stop it. Like, come on, Reno was able to cut 4 wheels of a car. Kale, why can't you use like Audrey Sunran or something? Because he doesn't want to cause a scene. Doesn't want to cause a scene in the middle of a busy city district. Reno's out in the fucking bumfuck nowhere highway. It's different. The setting's different. Though, and it breaks my heart to say so, I will have to make a full report, including details about how the system was breached.
They'll find out. What should I do? They'll fire me for sure.
That's part of why he asked us for help. What should we do, Van? Good point. In a tight spot here. What do we do? Have him come clean himself? Have him feign ignorance? Make a deal with Reens. Yeah, it caused one, but making the car crash. Well, I mean, they didn't cause that. Reens caused that, so that's different. That's not... No, that was Reen's fault. Also, I thought that Reen did that in the middle of the city. No, he did the 4-tire slash in the outskirt highways, because that quest is the quest where they set up Elise and I think it's about like Yuna as, or is it Musa and Yuna as like bait, and then Ash is chasing after them in the car, and you have to make the choices, and it leads out to Reen in the middle of the highway. And he cuts the tires off. Come clean himself. He might still get fired. Feign ignorance would probably put him in a worse spot. We're just going to make a deal with Reens. Look, making a report is just part of your job. But I don't see any reason you have to include my client's actions.
Huh?
Oh my. Do you intend to poke your nose into my work too? No, I'm just making sure. Reporting on the source of the virus is definitely a part of your job. Reporting what a certain employee was doing on his computer at the time is, strictly speaking, unrelated. You're not wrong, but failing to report something I learned in my investigation would leave a bad taste in my mouth. And is there a reason why I wouldn't report all of my findings? Here's an idea. What if we were to remove ourselves from the equation? It would reflect poorly on a well-known security company if they were bested by some unknowns. You're an interesting one, aren't you? But I don't really care about how it reflects on us. That said, I did get to see your ability and your potential up close. And I think we can form a cooperative relationship. How about we settle on that?
Really?
I'm not really sure I like how that played out.
But this is par for the course for fixers.
That was like in front of the church in the capital city. That's where the guys abduct them. Or try to. Okay, try to spell that name a little bit. Oh, well, it's been a long time. I just remember the quote from that quest. After that, the group said their goodbyes to their grateful client and resumed their activities. While they weren't looking, rings disappeared, and a certain orb mail was delivered to Van Zypha. It was fun, Spriggan. Let's do it again sometime. P.S. This is a little thanks from me. Hope it helps. Delivered. Vitality drop times 3. Hell yeah. Okay, so did I do more chaos? I did do more chaos. God damn, I'm doing a lot of chaos here. I am already at rank 2. Holy fuck. I'm not even at rank 1 on either of the others. Law is looking piss poor right now. We're back, gonna go make some food. Okay, have a good time with your food. Now we finished off this gig, it's time to get ready for the real deal. I can leave Crossbill to my younger brother. Younger brother? That just popped into existence. But it's time I unraveled everyone's movements, which all seem to center on the Republic, from Ouroboros to Thors and everyone in between, just to make sure nobody's gambling with the future of the continent. Hello, bro. Don't worry, I got to level 3 before I even got one of the other two to halfway. Wow, okay. Okay, Chaos Alignment, level 2. Good. Items, we do have droplets. That's just XP, max HP. Jesus Christ. Do that. Good, 160 HP, power droplet. God, the fact that it lets you use up to 3 number spaces at a time is wild. That's going to be... I think you're probably going to be able to get a lot of these droplets by the end game. Okay. There we go. Just do that. Make sure Anya stays. Jibril Guard. Okay, that's her shield. So she unlearned that one between the games. Okay. Okay. Just debating how much longer I'm gonna go tonight. These last few nights, I feel like I've been going to bed a little bit too late, so I want to make sure I give myself some time to wind down tonight.
This area is quieter than usual, due to the post-exam holidays, most likely.
Check out Eddie's
No
Deals on
doubt.
Wheels.
The kids are probably celebrating their newfound freedom.
Not that they'll be going as buck wild as you did.
Agnes is here to help out the student council, right? I hope she enjoys the sweets we got him.
Yo, Eddie's Deals on Wheels. What's going on? Hey there, welcome to Eddie's Deals on Wheels. Wait, Arkwright Solutions? Oh, for the love of... You saw nothing. But the smile you gave us was so bright and cordial. It would be a shame to forget it. Hey, aren't you the son of that lady who owns the general store in Old Town? Went and started your own business, eh? Well, I just want to be able to run a proper store like my mom's, you know? My old boss, Thompson, was the one who actually gave me the push I needed to do it, though. Up a whole business plan, borrowed the cash I needed from the bank, bought this old food truck, and here I am. Been kind of rough so far, if I'm being honest. That'd be a good idea to set up in front of the school today, but all the students are on break, apparently. Didn't get as many customers as I thought I would. But this is just the beginning. I'm not losing hope just yet. That's the spirit. Never give up, kid. Keep going, you might just open up a whole new world for yourself. Well, here's hoping, I guess. By the way, since you're here and everything, why don't you guys buy something? Promise all my stock is top of the line. Alright. We can take a gander.
What's it gonna be?
What's it gonna be, baby? Hey, yo, baby, what's gonna be? You want some Muscat soda? Yeah, I do. How about Eddie's special bento? High-calorie meal set packed with side dishes personally selected by Eddie. Here we go. Let's buy a few honey carrots, some rainbow berries, some tender whitefish.
Later.
Okay. And then we're going to go into gourmet home cooking. Okay. This one hasn't been cooked.
Of course, my treat. I hope it's to your liking.
Good. Items. Cooking. There we
Love me
go.
a sugar rush.
250 HP to everybody. Hell yeah.
Whew, I'm stuffed.
And Muscat soda. Nice. We're at gourmet rank 10. That's pretty neat. Pretty good. Pretty good. Hello there, Clutch. Where's brake and accelerator? Huh? Isn't this Aramis Academy? But I was heading to the Tyrell district. How'd I end up all the way over here? Oh, whatever. You just gotta get this thing. You just gotta get this thing delivered before it's marked as late, Clutch. Don't want to go getting yelled at again, after all. Hello, who are you, Francois? I heard Aramis students are meant to be on break for the rest of the week, but funnily enough, I'm still seeing kids in the uniforms. Must be here for their club activities, I imagine. Ah, youths, so full of ambition. Meow. Seems like Madeline here agrees with me. Madeline. Hopkins. Okay. Let's actually go get the 4 SPGs in this district.
Let's see what we got.
There's a 4 SPG on the bulletin board. Licensed to kill a lowlife. There's a hitman formerly under Alma's employee who is still at large and has a hefty bounty on her head. I want you to drag this little rat out of whatever hole she's hiding in and drop her off on the goddess's front gates. Do that and you'll be compensated handsomely. Jeez. This is a rather disturbing request. It's barely even a bounty hunting job. Armada, the world's worst mafia organization, has been totally crushed. Most of the remnants have been captured as well. Some of them have slipped through the cracks. Among them, an assassin off the most wanted list. It's hard to believe. I don't remember all of the details of who she is, but the guild should have more information. I'm fairly certain she was a sniper, at least. Sounds like the requester has some beef with this lady. They know where she is. They've decided to take revenge.
Are you worried about something?
Well, there is something bugging me. Wait, you can't seriously mean to take this on. I didn't say that.
But we are.
Regardless, it's a 4 SPG. You can't just ignore it. So let's at least check in with the guild and see what they know. Alright, but I won't let you dirty your hands in the front of me. Keep that in mind while we're talking to Hazel. Alright, but it all depends on what we learn.
Let's get this party started.
I'm gonna go kill a guy.
Head of the guild has been added to the top of the travel menu.
Hell yeah, baby.
Let's go kill the guy! Yo, Junior Bracer Angie and Bracer Regina. Okay. You're not with Alvis today? Oh, but Angie is with... Okay. Regina, C rank. Well then, shall we head in to do some combat training for the afternoon? We're gonna be fighting monsters, right? Oh yes, I'll have you know my combat skills are next level, Regina. I mean, ignoring everything that happened this morning, and, the fact that I only really made it out alive because of Gray, but I will slice and dice those nasty critters to bits. They'll be sorry they ever infringed on the safety of Edith's civilians. It's kind of adorable just how naive she is. We'll just make sure you don't let your guard... Well, just make sure you don't let your guard down. Of course, now's my chance to show what I'm really made of. Oh, she'll be okay down there. We've been taking turns observing the new recruit lately, and so far she's exactly how the others described. She's adorable and all, but I feel like I need to keep a close eye on her. Can't ever get injured on my watch, after all. She's got potential, though. I'm sure she'll be a great bracer. She's got potential. She's gung-ho and she got them curves, baby. What? I'll chop those nasty monsters to bits. Now's my chance to put the skills my brother taught me to the test. He taught me how to use I studied the blade. Sister Philia, what's going on? 2 bracers handling a monster bounty. They seem to have something of a mentor-mentee relationship. Though perhaps the dangers of combat could open their hearts to more. Oh, Sister Philia. She loves things. Wait, what am I saying? That's improper, Philia. Anyway, I pray that they'll be safe in their endeavors. Oh, but how precious it is to see a senior guiding your junior. I pray that they'll be safe in their endeavors. Boy, girl, Yoda. Yo, what's up, Yoda? Today was so much fun, you guys. You're doing really well in class, Yoda. But make sure you keep studying your math, too. This next test is going to be a showdown between you and me, you hear? Got it. See you later. School today was even funner than it was yesterday. Wonder when Mommy's going to pick me up, though. Mommy says the up-bove is dangerous. So that's why she makes sure to come pick me up from school herself. The up-bove. Above. Sister orders, eh? I see Sister Mira still as useful as ever, though she's still as clumsy as ever as well. She seems to be gaining the virtue at the side of Father Nikolai. She'll come to it in her own time. Going on, Sister Mira? Father Nikolai tasked me with visiting the cathedral today, specifically to deliver a report on the chapel in Old Town. It's a shame I don't get a chance to stop by very often. There's just something about this place that's so refreshing. Almost forgot, I need to ask about our teacher vacancy while I'm here. Surely someone must know a good candidate for the role. Just what kind of person would be the best fit? Oh, am I going to have a teaching side quest? Teaching 4 SPG later? They usually have those. In most of the games, I feel. Hey, go to the schoolhouse. Tell the kids about what the fuck you do. Okay, we're gonna take a quick 3-minute break and then we'll be right back. And we're back. Okay, let's head to the guild.
Let's do this.
Group head to the guild and explain the circumstances to Hazel. I see. So even those kinds of requests make it to you, huh? Female sniper from Armada still hasn't been captured, despite being on our wanted list. So it's probably about her, Lady Silence. I'll have a nickname. Do you not know her real name? No, sadly. We were never able to figure it out. Her work is notorious, and she never leaves any traces behind. Because Twitch thinks I'm a girl. Oh yeah? Why? Am I that feminine of a channel? With all my feminine energy? I see. It sounds like she's an outstanding sniper. Lady Silence. It's coming back to me. She was a terrifying sniper that Almada deployed at several important junctures. However, her targets were always members of the underworld. Correct. There was no record of her ever having killed a civilian. To the ads I got was for girls and not like things that are for both girls and guys, but like strictly girls. And that's why neither we nor the police have considered her a high priority. She seems like the type who is committed to her work. Is there anything else you know about her? Let me think. She has always been wrapped in mystery. To the best of our knowledge, her first job was around 10 years ago. She originally rose to infamy under the former leader Enrique, but she earned Dante's trust too. That's all true as far as we know. 10 years ago, huh? Sounds like a real old-timer. In which case, Al might know something. She works for Jack Trevor, right? Longport's information broker / gambler. Are you able to get in contact with her? Well, rumor is they're not in Longport right now. Not that we can't call her up and ask if she knows anything. Hey, Ben. Not getting any video. Are you busy with something? Sorry, we're in the middle of a gig. You'll have to be happy with just voice. We could only talk for a little bit, though. Did you need Jack? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. He explained circumstance to Hal and asked her about Lady Silence. It's that kind of request, huh? So you want to know about her? What can you tell us? Well, she used to be good to me back when I worked for Enrique. We exchanged information occasionally, even after I left the organization. Though once Almada got wiped out, we lost contact. Is that right? I won't excuse her crimes, but I will tell you she's a reasonable woman. She's not the kind of person who would kill needlessly. That's as much as the guild and police know, too. I'll tell you this, but only because it's you. Her name is Candace. She lives together with her son, who's turning 12, but they move around a lot. Yo! Is the bar lady from the underworld? Yoda, her son? The last place they lived that I know of was in the Tyrell district. She was renting a room above the brothers' music shop. Oh, no. Okay. Thanks. Pay you back when I can. I look forward to it. We got ourselves a good clue for once. Guess we shouldn't underestimate our crowd solutions. You guys work quick. Shall we head to Tyrell district already? I feel like it should be to the Tyrell district. Wanna go catch a movie? Oh. Sacred Journey. It would seem the space program as the center of conversation in this district as well. Yeah, it's really trending with the younger generation. Even the entertainment industry is feeling the impact. The proliferation of T-phones is a likely factor, with the breadth of information they grant access to. Well, between the movie theater and the Tyrell Times, we're hardly short on points of interest. Are there any other locations you intend to visit? That Eastern restaurant, Kayunga, is a Heiwei affiliate for one. When it comes to getting the underworld scoop, can't go wrong there. That seems a good place to start as any. Let's begin our rounds then. Damn can't swim for fans for to be a sniper in the Mafia. I mean, hey man, life takes you strange places. What's going on, girls? Elaine? Are you here for work? It's not every day we see you with the Spriggan. Yes, well, he's working with me on an investigation. Have there been any issues around here lately? Oh yeah, loads. Fighting, purse snatching, dying and dashing, even missing children and people getting sick out of nowhere. It's probably because of all these tours we've been getting recently. But things have been like this since April, so it's nothing new. Thanks for the food for thought. Man, Elaine is so pretty, right? Well, maybe in different fields, but I'm totally in awe of her. It's weird she keeps showing up with the Spriggan, though. Shh, don't say it out loud. Shall we be on our way? Oh, you're the boss, Miss Beauty's Blade. Are they dating? Woody and Donatello.
Welcome. Thank
Macmillan Blend.
Please stop by again.
What's going on? Getting with a story? Yeah, you were struggling to come up with ideas, so I thought maybe I could help out. Sorry, I shouldn't have. No, it's totally fine. If anything, I'm grateful. Combining horror and rom-com? Never could come up with something like this. Still needs a little work. Is that so? But the fact you made something at this level on your first try is crazy. If you're down, would you be interested in writing my comic? Seriously? I'd love to. Thanks, Woody. I'll make sure my art brings your words to life. Oh. Kala and Salif? So, Lolo's going to be home late again today, is he? Yes, he's been out playing until late every day since we came to the Republic, if you can believe it. But you know, I treasure the time we have alone too, so don't forget that. Oh yes, I know. That's why I turned down the promotion. Not that it's made much of a difference. Work still sends me all over the place. That's the world we live in, I guess. I really am sorry. Just as long as you take care of yourself. I look forward to the day when we can all spend time together as a family.
My love.
Yo, how's it going? The trio? Oh, there you are, son. What took you so long? Sorry, I'm finally free of those Fashion Mag photo shoots, so I got the day off. You're always so busy. It's been such a long time since we've been able to get together. Yeah, say, I heard you're trying to get into acting, Peter. It's a little hard to picture. Yeah, well, lots happened. I can't tell you that not only is Marilyn a part of the family that runs the agency, she's also the one working me to the bone. You're still not totally sure you want to pursue it, though, right? That's right. What's wrong, Peter? You're acting all weird. What are you talking about? I'm totally normal. It's kind of awkward. Whatever. It's been a while since we've all gotten together. Want to go watch a movie? Yeah, everyone else is getting excited about the rocket launch, but I'm stuck getting treated like this. Need to find a job and shove it in their faces ASAP. Which means this isn't time to fool around. I have to get to the agency and find a part I can play. By the way, you play a controller, right? Yes. PS5 controller. Yeah, you treasure the friendship I have with San. For her sake, too. So I better make sure Peter doesn't say anything unnecessary. Or are they dating?
Can I interest you in some space-themed merchandise?
Space merch shop, man. Blue Star earring. You know what? Sure, I'll buy that.
Be seeing you.
Not gonna put it on anyone yet, but I'll buy it. Oh my God, it's them. It's the girls.
Please take as much time as you need.
Fancy pencils. Gift for you, May. Of course
I
I'll.
hope to see you again.
Of course. Nothing can be done about that. Okay, gourmet, home cooking, brothless Dundamian. You told me news that deliciously spicy sauce keeps you coming back. Item of assorted grains. Sarah and Shahina. Come on, Shahina. The clerk already said they don't have it. Hold on a sec. Maybe they just missed it. I get how you feel, but we can't stay here for much longer. Oh, hey, girls. Didn't realize you were still in the city. Shouldn't you have caught your train out of here by now? We can put Chargers on the L3 and also put Zoc on L3, which I think makes it more fluid to use during a battle. Wait, Zoc and L3 on the same one? Are you saying that as... Because when you're trying to do the palms, you want to do both at the same time? That's why it's more fluid? Because I'm pretty sure... What do I have on L3 right now? I think I have L3 on Single Button Awakening right now. Hi everyone. We only stopped by here for a little bit before we head out. We heard this place might have the book we've been looking for. I think it just... Okay. It's this magazine publication that was published back when we were both little. But they don't have it in stock because it's too old. What's it called, if you don't mind me asking? Well, we don't actually know the title. All we know is that it's a rare publication that covers traditional Central Eastern performing arts. Wait, you can do that? What, Single Button Awakening? Yeah, it's an option. Sounds pretty interesting. Traditional Central Eastern arts. I believe Grant's pretty knowledgeable about the subject. I imagine it'd be difficult to find if you don't know the name. But if you'd like, we could keep an eye out for it. Yeah, might be worth tracking down. I know you two have a train to catch, but I feel bad if I didn't help out my agency's adorable new talents. Really? Thank you so much. We'll wait as long as we have to. We really can't, Shahina. I'm sorry, I know you're all very busy.
There's no need to apologize. This is just how things go.
You should probably hit up some folks who know a lot about books and magazines. Let's start asking around the area. There's bound to be people who know a thing or two.
Time to get our hands dirty.
Topic quest, book hunt.
It's a book hunt.
Duck hunt. Book hunt's under Eastern dancing. Oh, that's the book those sisters were looking for, right? Sorry, I can't be of any help. Sounds like it's from a while ago, but if you don't know the name, there's not much I can do.
Can't do anything? You're useless to me. You're useless to me. What the hell are you doing being so useless to me? How dare you? The only reason I talk to you people is because you might be useful to me. Be full of use, please.
What's going on here? There's a big group. Great work, guys. I heard it was a real nail biter. The fact that you actually be a pro team is unreal. I'm so proud. I'm way too exhausted to deal with you right now. Look, we're all super hungry. Can't you just grab us a bite to eat? Anything. Wow, rude munch? Can you seriously not order takeout on your own? Yeah, it's so hot. This sucks. I did it. Take that. It's gonna be the first night I've slept well in ages. I do think my brother's starting to get his act together. He's smart and athletic, but I always felt like he was cutting people off. But he's just happy he's finally has friends who can keep up with him. You know, he can be a bit pig-headed, but I hope they stick with him. Guess PS Version can't do that. Oh, yeah. It's in configure binding. There's just in field. There's it's just awakening single button. Target lock, because L3 is awakening first button. So I guess L3 doesn't really. Yeah, because what do I have R3 on? I have R3 shard search. What's because right now I'm pretty sure Zoc is on hold R3, if I remember right. PS has way less option. PC superiority. Yeah. What's going on, Frala? Good work, everyone. You were so impressive. By the way, Kirk's treating all of us. For real? Are you sure, man? Woohoo, you the bomb. I guess something like this is fine every now and again. Good thing I just got some mirror from my old man. Alright, everyone, eat your fill. And Frala, thanks for everything. You're welcome. Kirk's really mellowed out. You only put shard search and Zoc on either R3 or L3, and they can't be separate. Ah, okay. Interesting. Giselle.
Excuse me?
You read a lot. It's true I like reading, but I'm afraid I can't help you. If you at least knew it was called, then I might be able to look for it.
Take your time.
Basically read every book there is to read about crime, but I totally missed this one. The top 3 unsolved cases from the Eaton News Agency. One mystery leads to another. There's nothing more horrifying than an unsolved case. I tell you, I barely get any sleep once I start looking at articles from around the times of the cases. A space craze? Who cares? I'm going to uncover the secrets behind these cold cases. Never been a fan of like true crime stuff. It's not my cup of tea.
That's already confirmed on our end.
Okay, get me that lime soda and fruit olate. Hello there, miss. I'm going to just interrupt your interview right now and talk to
If I
you.
may trouble you a moment.
I think I know which book you mean. You do? Yes, it's called Rox Parody, which is also the name of a Central Eastern style of dance. Title Times published it over 20 years ago, and it covers performing arts from remote regions of the Central East. I even helped out on it in my younger years. Heard about it too. It was a popular topic of conversation around the neighborhood back then. There weren't many publications at the time that really dug deep into the Central Eastern performing arts. Heard even some distinguished folklorists used it for their research. Wow, it sounds more incredible than I realized. I wonder why the PS and PC settings are so different. Probably just how much they were able to adjust all the things is what I would imagine. It might also just be a case of the ports are just intrinsically different. Right? Because I don't know if they're working off of the same like base or not. If that makes sense. That sounds more incredible than I realized. The Tyrell Times published it. Would you have any stock left in the back? Sadly, it wasn't in circulation for long, so it's been out of print for ages. We do have one copy in our collection, but it's the only one, which means I can't go giving it away. Sorry. I see.
Still, just knowing the title is a huge step forward.
Right. We got ourselves a glimmer of hope. Maybe we're checking back in with some folks now that we know what we're talking about. Book called Rox Parody. Yeah. Because I feel like that's always been the case. Like the settings across the versions, PC always has the most. Rox Parody. Rox Parody. Actually, I think I might have seen it recently. Really? Yeah, I'm into some strange books. Obviously, I dig through all the bookstores in the city, but I also scour for the net for new finds too. Every now and then, I find folks who are looking for a good home for the books they finished reading. I remember seeing Rox Parody floating around. I knew people engaged in trade over the net, but not like this. Sounds like folks would rather give their books away for free than toss them. Works out for us. Mind telling us the name of the person giving that book away? Sure thing, give me 1 second. Sheila took out her T-phone and hopped online. Here we go, this is them. I was right too, this book has the same title. But it looks like the deadline is today, so you should probably hurry. I'll send you the data. Appreciate that. I'll hit him up. And immediately reached out to the book's owner. Damn, got back to me already. Thanks for getting in touch. Let's meet up near the Grand Circuit Ferris wheel. Our password will be, I love you, Daddy. What the heck? It's not uncharacteristic of the online marketplace. Did they write anything about what they look like? I get the feeling they might be new to this sort of thing.
In any case, heading to the Grand Circuit is our only option.
Am I really gonna have to say the password? I love you, Daddy. Hey, Dad. I love you, Dad. Daddy.
Maybe we should start studying astronomy.
Okay. I would love a delicious ice pop. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I understood that reference. Yeah. I hope.
Care for some popcorn? Hey there. What
I
would
think
you
that was a pretty decent impression,
Come again?
all things considered. Like, I'm not great at impressions, but I feel like that one was pretty decent. Esprit Cinema.
Ooh, this summer's new movie should be coming out soon.
Bravely
I wonder when
Legends.
they'll finally announce a Mishy and Boots sequel.
Mishy and Boots.
Well, guess you'll just have to wait and find out.
The Mishy and Boots sequel, Mishy and Boots 2, had no right to be as good as it is. Shinobi Punk. Yo.
Bravely Legends. Awakening of the Flame.
The Golden Requiem event had plenty for fans to get excited about. It wasn't bad at all. I expect the film to be shoddy, but it ended up having a solid script. There were a whole lot of sexy scenes and flashy action sequences, though. Still, on the whole, the film used a lot of provocative techniques that made it a worthwhile experience. I expect it'll be nominated at the Mesodome Film Festival come September. Angie and Thelma. Look at this. I literally just watched the Vega Girls live. I'm so jealous. I mean, I'm with you, fangirl, first and foremost. The fact that they were normal girls who worked hard to get where they are makes them shine all the more radiantly. See? You know, that Bravely Legends movie was kind of like that too. Exactly. In the beginning, the main character, Akira, is just a regular guy. I really like this kind of character arcs, don't you? Yo, Akira? I watched that movie last year.
Welcome.
Good movie. Welcome. Would you like to purchase a ticket? What's playing right now? Sacred Journey. I already watched that one. Detective Squadro or Bravely Legends. I mean, like... Oh, and also, this is nice because it even tells you, hey, you have viewed this movie before and you have purchased the pamphlet. It's not a mystery. Bravely Legends. Let's do it. Now, who should I invite to see it with me? Let's see with my girl, Elaine. You know what? Ferry seems like she might like this. That's 3 tickets for Bravely Legends, Awakening of the Flame. Your total will be 600 Mira. Let's have an anime in our anime. Yes. Animeception. Ben headed into the theater with his company of choice, having decided to take a break from work. This is a tale yet untold. A tale of young legends. A young hero, an ordinary boy named Akira, has his life turned upside down as he finds himself suddenly wrapped in a mysterious terrorist plot. An evil organization named Nebula operates in the shadows, far from prying eyes. Their goal, to subjugate all of humanity using supernatural powers. Akira, Shakira. Though driven by a strong sense of justice, Akira is powerless to stop them. When a girl is in danger, though, he rushes to save her without a thought. An attack from one of Nebula's leaders pierces the boy's chest, just as Akira's consciousness begins to fade. You did well to hold them off. Now leave the rest to me. A man appears, using a strange power to send the villains scattering. He then proceeds to infuse his flaming aura into the dying Akira's body. Upon awakening, Akira realizes that he has now become one of the heroes with the power to save humanity. A legend! 6 months pass, and Akira is busy training alongside his fellow legends, when suddenly the evil organization appears before him once again!
I want to save everyone. I don't want a single life to be snuffed out. Burning aura that resides within me. Please, grant me your strength.
This can't be! You burned through my darkness barrier!
Akira! You really did it!
Damn, kid! Really had to wait until the very last second to awaken, didn't you? And that aura!
Thank you, Master. I finally understand what the flame you gave me back then really was. It's hope, given form. And with my will, there's no limit to how strong I can become.
It is such anime.
What is this power? This is impossible. How could these petulant children be capable of using the aura of legend?
Is he an aura farmer?
To repay what you did to my friends. Take this! Scorching Flame Fist! Ultimate Burst! Can't be...
It's such shonen slop, and I love it, dude. It's so great because they know it's shonen slop, which is why they put it here. I really hope that when they directed the voice actors, that when they just went, just yuck it up, just really yuck it up, anime style. That movie was awesome. The characters were also brave, and you could just feel how strong their bonds were. I got really choked up by it all. Had a feeling you'd like this one. Despite being an animated film, the action scenes are pretty intense. Bet you enjoyed those parts too, right? Yeah, I couldn't take my eyes off the screen. Also, I kind of related to the main character, especially with how he could wield flames like that. Do you think I'll be able to stoke my Kruger flames until they're just as white hot as Akira's were? I know you will. I'd bet my bottom mirror on it. In a braces line of work, you're regularly forced to come to grips with the harsh realities of the world. So after seeing that movie, I feel like I've remembered what pure courage and justice look like. Suppose that's what makes Akira's a true hero. The kind that can only exist in fiction. But from where I'm standing, I think you've done a good job keeping your own courage and sense of justice burning bright. Despite all you've been through, you never waver from your convictions. You've got nothing to be ashamed about. Not quite sure how to feel about that coming from you. But still, I appreciate the sentiment. Thank you. Yo, Van just putting on the smooth moves. Hey, looks like they sent commemorative brochures for this movie. Buy it. Having finished their break, Van and the others return to their work. Bottled up. Okay. Can I do another movie?
Welcome.
Oh, I can. Okay. Cool. This is a detective movie, so Quatre and Rosette, they're smart ones. That's 3 tickets. So how do you want the voices? Have you ever watched Dragon Ball? Yeah, who haven't? Then just do that and you'll be fine. Yeah. Toby 600, yeah. Cool. Did they finally get rid of the arbitrary you could only watch this many movies every period and just make it you can watch them all? If so, that's nice. Van headed into the theater with his comedy of choice, having decided to take a break from work. No, sometimes you watched it. Ah, okay. Squirrel, a detective renowned the continent over, had solved more than 10 cases in the span of just a few days. Naturally, he made it clear that such labors had left him quite tired, so his young assistant, Wilson, recommended he take a pleasure trip. The idea was to take a long, leisurely tour across the western half of the continent aboard a luxury train on the Transcontinental Railroad. That's just sometimes you watch too, although I'm pretty sure it's more often than Daybreak 2, yeah. Squirrel was quite taken with the idea, immediately reserving tickets for himself and his assistant. Before they knew it, they were on their way. However, as their luck, or rather lack thereof, would have it, a murder was afoot in one of the train's many cabins. Squirrel and Wilson, along with 10 or so others in the same train car, found themselves among the potential suspects. As testimonies and evidence piled up, the case became ever more inscrutable. But in the end, it was a minor clue, easily overlooked by a lesser detective, that would lead Squirrel to the truth. Suspicion, Tokyo Xanadu.
I do appreciate your cooperation through this tedious explanation of mine.
That's such a wild pull to be pulling from Tokyo Xanadu.
To look for a clue like that in the train schedule of all places.
That's all well and good, but it still doesn't tell us who the perpetrator was.
I don't know what to believe anymore. Who did it? Who killed my husband?
Please, calm yourself, madame. For you see, I was not quite finished with my deductions.
I am French.
It is abundantly clear that the victim, Monsieur Gregson, had secretly earned the ire of a great many people. But you see, in the end, his murder is nothing more than a front. A cover for yet another murder, hidden from our eyes in the background.
Another murder.
Another murder.
Murder
Just so,
squared.
madame. There is one among our number who was in the unique position of being able to manipulate this entire situation to their advantage. This dastardly fellow also attempted to skew my line of reasoning through the whole investigation, such that I would arrive at the wrong conclusion. Would you not agree, Wilson?
Oh no.
What? Where is this coming from all of a sudden, Squirrel? Surely you can't be implying...
So you intend to feign ignorance, eh? Alas, then you leave me with no choice. You must know, dear Wilson, that for me, this will be the cruelest, most painful truth to have passed my lips.
Cut to. Freaking Ace Attorney. Okay. That was an exceptionally well-constructed murder mystery. From start to finish, I found myself constantly going over the information we were given and making inferences and deductions. Guessing the average Joe would be perfectly fine just letting the movie play out without thinking too hard about it. But yeah, I also found myself trying to puzzle out the mystery in my head as we watched. Guess you could call it an occupational hazard. Or alternatively, you could consider it a critical thinking exercise. Incidentally, did you guess the culprit's identity before the reveal? Well, I had the train schedule trick figured out before they explained it, at least. As for the perp, I had a hunch it might have been the assistant, but I wasn't 100% sure. That about sums it up. I'd expect no less of you, Mr. Arkwright. I happen to notice the trick behind the schedule as well. However, it wasn't until all the facts had been assembled near the end that the possibility of Wilson being the mastermind even occurred to me. Perhaps we can credit the accuracy of your deduction to your ever-keen nose. Maybe one of these days I'll learn how to shut off my brain and nose and just enjoy a good mystery flick. At first I thought the solution behind the locked room murder was well done. But now, maybe that's just me thinking it, I'm hung up on the scientific plausibility of the whole thing. It's not completely outside the realm of possibility, but I can't help but feel the conditions required for it would be difficult to replicate in real life. Ah, yeah. Makes sense that little details like that jump out at science-minded folks like you. Plausibility aside, I also thought the way the detective arrived at his deductions for the locked room part was a little contrived. Don't get me wrong, though, I still thought the movie was fun and interesting. So I kind of worry I'm taking the fun out of it when I start overthinking and picking apart little details. Nah, putting a movie under the microscope like that can be fun in its own way. You wouldn't do that for something that didn't grab you, right? You know what? You're right. I'm glad you understand, Van. Oh god, that's the French Nazimir. Charlie is doomed. Yeah. It looks like the Silent Commemorative brochures. I am French. Let me go over there and get a do you say septarian? Go. And finish their break, Van and his crew resume their work. Hell yeah, baby. What do you mean I cannot, be a hero, a legend? Shocking one up. Okay. Dude, Zoc 20 times in command battle, bro. That should be easy to do, but I forget to do it so often. Like Zocking in the field, bro, but I Zoc all the time there. 125 blitz supports, blitz chains. Yeah, let's see on chains. Okay. Yeah. God, this like I love the Trails games, but boy howdy. Like, streaming them makes them take a lot longer than they probably do otherwise. Yo, Maximum Energy, poster girl? Yo, what you looking like, girl? Honestly? Looking fine, lady. Oh, let me... Where's camera mode? Hi there, would you like to try our new maximum energy drink? Don't miss a chance to give it a taste. It would appear this style is trying to engage the passerby. Yeah, I heard about their drink. Might as well take a quick look, eh?
It really packs a punch.
Hell yeah, girl. CP plus 10, 100 HP. That's not bad. It costs 600 though, so
Thanks a bunch.
it's not amazing.
Love me a sugar
Excuse
rush.
me. Here we go.
There appear to be fish here.
Fish?
Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing.
It's not letting me fish.
Let's do this thing.
There we go. They have a chance of some other one.
That's it.
Okay. Oh, is that? Yeah, baby. Kangiru. Rank A. Hell yeah. Cast 2. That's pretty nice. Orbman. You're not really doing cast. What do you need for Judgment Feather? Mind and Wind. A lot of mind, a lot of wind, but you have mind slots, right? Those are mind or are those wind? I think those are mind.
Let me handle this.
That's unopened. Yeah, those are mind. 100%.
Let's tune her up.
Let's tune her up, bruh.
Let me handle this.
Okay. So. It's a bit thank you for that fan helm. I landed on the little waterfall thing. Little waterfall.
May I help you?
Kayun Xiaolong Bao. I'll take that. Slightly bitter oolong tea.
Thank you.
Thank you. Owner Mal? Well, you certainly wasted no time in sniffing around, Spriggan. If you happen to catch the sun, I'd be delighted if you'd fill me in. Depends on what you got for me in return, especially now that you guys are making moves too. Miss Hayway, executive. Things have been busy both under the table and above board. What that means, I'll leave to your imagination. But let's just say there are a number of circumstances at play that leave me feeling rather dispirited. Ain't like you to be all evasive like this. This is about the anti-immigration organization? Seems like we're missing a piece here. Indeed, we're missing a part of the puzzle. We'll drop by any time, you too, Roaring Lion.
I'll be sure to. I love the food here.
God, I could go for some Chinese food. Yo, with Leon and Salas and Kunming. Next, I have to clean up table 3. Phew, it's been super busy every day. Ever since the space program was announced, there's been a lot more tourists coming by. I know how to coordinate with Cowhan now. Everything will be fine, even if it hurts whenever he yells at me. Stop screwing up! Don't do anything you're not supposed to do. Cowhan can be kind of mean, but he's also surprisingly considerate. I think he's busy handling some other things with the owner. I just wish he'd trust me to take care of stuff around here. Wait, is that how you say your name? Kunming? Or Kunming? Something like that. I mean, Versailles? Oh, yeah, Celise. I'm pretty sure that's how they say her name.
Well. I hadn't realized you two were in the capital.
What the? Master Bearguard?
Greetings, Master. It's good to see you all.
4th Dominion of the Grossritter, Celise Artesia. Or Tessia, whatever. 11th Dominion of the Grossritter, Leon Balthazar.
Hey, Arkride. Who the hell do you think you are?
4th Dominion Grossritter, spy also trainer Burgard. She was really skeptical of his unofficial student, Van. She and Leon weathered a certain incident together in the past, sharing something of a partnership ever since. Forgot that this was a thing. The terms.
Think you can hog Master and go prancing around Edith without us, huh? Way to take a piss all over seniority, you little punk.
Well, there's nothing for it. A hidden disciple who's only just found his footing needs a bit more pampering than you and I. All that said, I can at least regard you as a proper disciple after that last incident.
Gee, thanks for the open-armed greetings. Honestly, I had no idea you both were even in the city. We haven't seen each other since that case, have we? Thank you for your help in resolving it, by the way. Yeah, but like the terms thing, SNSQ. Oh, it's great. It's fantastic. You just had to go and bring that up again. Just thinking about it makes me want to crawl in a hole and die. Understandable. Even if it never technically came to be, the ordeal may well have ranked among the highest of your myriad gaffes. At any rate, Van, those were indeed, as you put it, greetings. Such banter is custom amongst us fellow disciples. The more you speak, the less I want any part of your customs.
It heartens me to see you two are doing well. But given the timing of your visit, I take it you're not merely here to sightsee. Am I wrong?
Not in the least. We've come to mount a search, as it so happens.
What for?
What for? Considering your line of work, I would assume it regards an artifact. Give or take, yeah? What we're after is real damn delicate, so I was hoping we'd track it down pretty quick. Unfortunately, we've received conflicting information, so we were unable to find it here. We'll be leaving the city momentarily to look elsewhere. That all sounds like a hassle and a half. If you need some extra pairs of eyes, we'd be happy to offer them. See me as a fellow disciple now, right? Let me share the load. No, we couldn't possibly burden you or Master with this. What he said, this is our duty and ours alone. Oh? I'm curious. There's that many terms thrown around these games, sometimes be hard to track of what each saying is. Yes.
As one who no longer bears the mark, I am in no position to speak on what the Grosritter ought or oughtn't do. Nevertheless, I still wish to continue my role as your mentor. I plan on staying at Van's side for the time being, so should you need anything at all, don't hesitate to reach out. Oh, and if you happen to run into any of my other disciples, please let them know I said hello.
Master. Yeah, we'll pass it on. Good fortune be with you, Master. And don't let your neediest disciple over-dependence steal too much of your valuable time. Maybe we should go a round or two before we leave, just to make sure he hasn't been slacking.
What? No, I object!
You really are loved, aren't you, Burgard?
Yes. As their master, there is no greater blessing.
Turns out the guy was way off of the mark. But at least we got to see you and our fellow pupil, so the trip wasn't a total bust. We might not get a chance to see you again anytime soon, Master, so take care.
You too.
Okay. Okay, so that leaves the actual... this area for SPGs.
That movie was the shit, man.
For SPG on the bulletin board, Moya Park Bounty, the Swanee. Receive reports that a large monster, Queen Kumanba, is lurking in the deepest part of Dirk Memorial Park in the interest of keeping the peace. Keeping the peace! We ask Arkwright Solutions to terminate the threat. Sure. A request from the police inspector? Never thought I'd live to see the day. Guess Inspector DeSwanee is starting to accept us. It's about time, if you ask me. Dirk Memorial Park has been added to the travel menu. Okay, that's a pretty easy one. And they said Grand Circuit was where I needed to go for other thing. So, what was Tyrell for? Oh, yeah, Tyrell was for this thing down here. Brother's Music Shop. I want to hear what the shopkeeper has to say. I know. For now, just let them do what they want. The group entered the Brother's Music Shop and asked the shopkeeper about Candace. Apparently, a woman and a child had been living there, but they had moved out a few months ago. The shopkeeper didn't know where they moved to. Looks like we came in vain. Except, you know us too, huh? Looks like we lured out some prey. Ah! Take the back streets. Let's split up and go after them. I'll take them head on. Right. New chasing minigame? No way, I lost them already. They can't have been that fast, which means they're hiding. Where'd your target pursuit go? Entered the news agency, hid behind a car. Hid behind a car. Yeah, because he wouldn't go into a building. We would have heard a door. And it would have been too noticeable. So you're the one who's been following us, huh? You already saw through me. Guess you're not sprigging for nothing. That wasn't half bad. I think you had me marked from the start. Wouldn't have guessed you'd be just a little punk, though. Still, you approach us even knowing who you are? That must make you Candace's son, huh? Now you mention it, her son was supposed to be around 12 years old. Around the money. My name's Stan, and I got a request for you concerning my mom. No kidding. Suppose we can at least hear what you've got to say, even if you are acting a little smug. I appreciate it. So lately my mom's been acting real weird. Tried looking into it. What I found was a 4SBG saying someone wants to kill her. Got a good eye for a little punk. Gotta say, I appreciate the drive, too. It would appear you are also aware of your mother's occupation. Well, it's not like she told me directly, but I kind of figured it out. She may be some sort of criminal, but to me, she's just my mom. It's not like I love moving around all the time, but I'm grateful to her for raising me. So I'd like to overwrite your 4SBG. I want to overwrite a 4SBG. Yes, I know she's probably being hunted by people who want her dead. So I want you to help her and me escape the country. And she's got the mirror, in case you're wondering. She should be able to pay you. I see. So that's your plan. I mean, I can understand what he's going through, but... What do you propose, Mr. Arkwright? Whatever we do, it depends on this guy's mom. We won't do anything for now, so can you arrange for us to talk to her? Won't even make empty promises, huh? Good. It's better that way. Makes you seem more trustworthy. I'll arrange the meeting. Right now, even if you're free. You'll be at home. Alright, lead the way. We currently live in an apartment in Riverside, just so you know. I'll head over there first, so let's meet at this bulletin board in front of the subway station. Got it. Just moving around everywhere. Okay, let's go to Dirk Memorial Park.
Setting out.
Doom, doom, doom. Original scenery relaxation. This place is always so peaceful, no matter when I come here. Not for the monsters that pop up every now and then. It'd be perfect. Let's get this done quick so I can cast a line or two. If you want to fish after it, that's all well and good, but don't forget, we're doing this for the safety of the guests here. Okay. Yeah. Head deep into the park. Oh, okay. Can I explore the rest of the park right now? Oh, okay. So it's just the boss fight. Kinda wish I... Actually, can I... Yeah, let's just do this.
Let's get going.
Yeah, this is... I don't want to go into this fight not with full CP.
I appreciate...
That really hit the spot.
Okay, good.
You look nice.
Let's do this.
Let's go. So I imagine because this is kind of like a story, or not story boss, but it's a quest boss, they're going to force me into turn-based immediately. So I'm not going to be able to zock it up, bro. Or awaken ahead of time. Fearsome foes prowling about. Exterminate.
Watch it. That one's big.
Okay. Okay.
Now's your chance for a shot boost.
This one...
We should go on the attack. Pressure him and move in.
Yeah, let's do
Here I go.
standard. Do that.
My move now.
There we go.
Use a sharp boost to
And
get the upper hand.
we're going to
We should go on the attack.
do this. Okay.
You won't beat me.
Okay, and then what we're gonna do,
COC in operation.
we're gonna zock it up. We're going to do, where is it? This. And then we're going to Midnight Rouge. Or Grim Night Rouge. Do that. Oh, okay. So transformation. Wait, can I? Oh, I can't zock again. Okay, that makes sense. Earth, water. No.
We should go on the attack.
Do that.
Do you mind, Elaine?
Zero art. Earth, water.
I suggest we strike now.
Let's do Kaleido Fencer. Good. That's good damage. Royal Fury. Regen, strength, speed up.
Now it's my turn.
Okay. Do you have any impede? No, you do not. So we're just gonna take that. Shocking Queen. You missed. That's great.
My move now.
Okay. We're gonna zock it up, bro. Okay, and we're going to do a heated roar.
One more.
Followed by an Arch of Sunray.
Turn this dusky
I'm pretty sure there's a different rendition of CS1's opening.
blue skies.
Yeah, it's similar, without a doubt. Whatever. Get the back tech. Good. Delayed. No, didn't delay enough. Starts out the same thing. Yeah. You can definitely tell that. Delay quick south. Delay.
You got this.
Judith.
Okay. Let's just do regular attack.
Assisting.
Perfect snipe. Boom.
My move now.
That should be good. Nice. Good. That was easy. And we got level. Hell yeah.
Could do better.
Firestorm from the
I
Water
hope I was of
Monster.
assistance.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Gray plus, Law plus. Gray up to 1? Nope, just missed it. Okay. Orbman. Because we got Firestorm. That's fire and wind. Preemptive shard damage, so we want fire and wind. So if I put Firestorm here, yeah, I get to power charge too. So that's 100% worth it. What that does mean though is I'm gonna need. Okay, yeah, you have impede, so we still have the thing. For some reason, near the end of stream tonight, my USB capture card decided to eject itself for no reason. Ugh, that sucks. How's it going, 50 Mira? Hope you're doing well. Okay, but good. Now we have really good CP regain on Van the Man. Doing good. Hell yeah.
Let's do this thing.
Ooh, rare big catch. We'll see if we can't get it in a few catches.
That's it.
If we can, great. If we can't, oh well.
Shock one up.
Skygill.
That's it.
Okay. There we go.
Shock one up.
It's not the Kongiro. Come on.
That's it. Shock one up.
Carp. That's not it. This will be the last one, and then might have to.
Damn.
Nope, never mind. I was a fool.
Let's do this thing.
Is there even better?
Let's do this thing.
Okay, no, that's
That's it.
because I usually like to do high speed mode right up until I think the thing will pop.
Shock one up.
Okay, one more time. Ooh, I need to go buy more fishing bait at the Center Marché.
Chalk one up.
Yeah. Okay. Ain't working. Ooh, can't go to the Center Marché. Oh well. Riverside for one side thing, and then I need to go to the Ferris wheel for a different thing, side thing. SP cases, 50,000 damage. Good, good, good. Getting those, getting money, which is useful because you need so much fucking money. Drone shop. Oh, you just buy Zeram capsules? Holy shit. Holy, that. It's only 7,500 for a Zeram capsule? I mean, I guess it's not. I mean, S-brakes aren't nearly as broken in this game as they are in other ones, but you can buy from the guy. Okay, for about as broke from just buying food. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Thank you. Glad I didn't try. Glad I wasn't willing to try buying, because it wouldn't have gone well. Okay, so I'm just thinking of the areas I've been to.
Let's do this.
Just want to check the maps. Okay, yeah, so that's there.
Let's be on our way.
I definitely feel like either they slowed down purposefully the load screens so you could actually read them, or the game just takes a little bit longer to load than previous entries. Okay, so where's the garden entry here?
Initiating search.
In this area.
Initiating search. Initiating search.
Care for some popcorn?
Initiating search.
No. 'Cause there's a entrance in every single area, right?
Can I interest you in some space-themed merchandise?
Where?
Performing shard search.
Now where?
No.
Shard
Why
search?
can't I see it? You would expect it to be in one of the alleyways.
Now where?
Ah, here we go. There we go. Good, good, good. Can I go in here? No. Okay, nice.
Chalk one up. Good
1,000.
stuff.
Nice. Good, good, good. Okay. With that, I think this is where I'm probably gonna call it for the night. It's more like the game has more stuff going on in the background. That's slowing it down. So yeah, I think so as well. It's all those new nested menus. But with that, thank you very much, everyone, for dropping by. Thank you, Ash and 50 Mira, as well as who else? Keeve for the sub. Once again, much appreciated. Sleeper and Ninja. It was great talking to you all. I plan to be back on Friday with some more. Well, you not welcome? Darn. You hit me with the I'm not welcome? Okay. I'm sorry. That blows. Why would you say that to me? That's not very kind. How dare you say that? But regardless, even if I'm not welcome, you are all very welcome. It was much appreciated that you're here talking to me. But yeah, I should be back on Friday, provided I don't anything doesn't come up or I don't get sick or nothing. And I'm saying that because apparently, just found out today, because it was on Sunday. It's on Sunday, went to my mom's place. Found out today that my brother tested positive for COVID. So, hopefully I don't get sick. What am I going to do now, mate? I'm going to just get ready for bed and probably go to sleep. But yeah, provided I don't actually get sick and feel bad or nothing comes up, I should be streaming again on Friday. So that's when we will continue some more of the Trails goodness, and we will probably remain still in Act 1, because boy howdy, these acts are taking a good long while with how much stuff they got and how slowly I get through it all. But hope you all have a very nice night, and will join me then. Bye!